As soon as I laid eyes on this majestic creature, I knew this was going to be a thing. And that means today everybody's getting in my hole. It all begins with a $10,000 house with gold treasure in the garden. I'm just really glad games like this exist. Otherwise, I'd be doing this in real life. And this did get really stupid. X marks the spot. Let's get to digging. Already, we're seeing some different colors. Material, we found a stone. I suspect we're going to be here for a little while, but we have found a second stone. And I do imagine this needs to be a person-sized hole, because I'm going to need to get in there real deep. I assume if they put treasure, they put it down there. And it looks like we can upgrade our shovel, inventory, battery, and jetpack. We don't have any money, and I think that's where that comes in. 3 stones, $3. Which again isn't enough for any upgrades, but I know where to get more stones. My battery's getting low. It's going to cost $1 to recharge that. It's also come to my attention now that I'm probably going to need a jetpack before I get too far down there. And then we sell our magical stones and recharge our battery. I found a new material. It flashed in so quickly I hardly saw it. 1 coal. That's worth $2. So there's $4 in total for the sale. $7 is what we got. Well, obviously we're going to upgrade our shovel for $5. That put us up to a 20 centimeter radius, which is actually a lot bigger. That is such a help. Seems we're finding lots of coal suddenly, so that's going to be lots of money for us, which is going to help us get a jetpack so we don't get holed. The backpack's full, $6. Pretty sure that's enough for our jetpack. Using it consumes energy, so that's going to get expensive, but not as expensive as slowly starving to death in the bottom of the hole. So yet another sale, yet another recharge, right back to work. And I found an iron deposit 50 centimeters below the surface. Who knew it was that easy? An iron is worth $5, so we can easily afford a battery upgrade for more power. And clearly the good stuff's way down deep. Think I spotted another iron? It sure was. Battery's getting low already. So we'll sell what we got on board for an extra $9. Then we get to charge our battery, which was actually expensive, but inventory is much bigger. Can you imagine how much treasure's at the bottom? I filled up my backpack. The hole is getting pretty big. It's getting a little bit wider than it needs to be. But when have I ever done anything the right way? 15 entire dollars. When we're getting down to this layer, we're suddenly finding lots of iron, so the money's going to go up exponentially. Object detected. How are we detecting an object, and where is it? Apparently it's over here. Is that what it's trying to tell me? That's coal. Battery's getting low, but we'll take a few more steps and we gotta go sell. $20. So our income is definitely increasing a lot. We're gonna get a bigger shovel. Now we're taking big scoops out, so we're going to find whatever we're detecting somewhere in this direction. I tunnel straight in. I think we found it. It is a bag of money, $21. Someone's life savings buried in the yard. And then we got $12 while looking for that, so we're up to 42. We're going to recharge the battery and then consider building a bigger inventory. That was definitely off on a little side tunnel. So we need to be aware that there's going to be more stuff to find around the world. But I'm pretty sure for now, deeper is better. I definitely need to be careful with this more powerful shovel because we could easily dig ourselves too far down and not be able to jetpack out. I'm not going to burn too much more energy before retreating because we're already getting that. Or destroyed. I may have mined one past my limit, but I'll get over it if you do. $31 for a double-sized battery. The bigger battery is also a lot more expensive to charge, so we need to keep an eye on that as well. Suddenly, it's also a resource management game. I found copper, though, a new material again. They're getting better. I really want to upgrade this to the point where we can mine the entire world in just one click. The battery's getting low already. I think I've got enough copper on board that I can make that worthwhile. Plus, we're going to burn a little bit to get out of here for sure. It's very slow, but the copper is $10 each, so we got $41 for that single thing. We're going to recharge first, then we're going to get a better jetpack. Because I know it's a game about digging a hole, but a jetpack could probably also take us up that way eventually. I'm going to have to start buying some lights soon too, because you guys probably can't see. It's getting somewhat dark for me, so it's very dark for you. I think I found a cavern. I found a big hole, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. I have fallen into the cavern, which actually hurt quite a bit. I mostly got mesmerized by silver. Okay, there's a copper, copper. It's very dark. We're going to mine some silver so we can buy some lights. Because if you people can't see what I'm doing, there's no point in me doing it. $127, silver is worth 20 each. Lamps are $25. Lamps cannot be picked up again once placed. Okay, well, we've already committed to the purchase. And I'll place the lamp. That's better. That's basically where I fall in and out of, and that's going to help me find my way out of here again and again and again. Because I'm going to get lost. We can't mine whatever that is, but we are going to harvest these resources. And this thing wants me to go down in a game about digging. Before doing that, we're going to try and make some money. That was another $130. So energy comes back. We're going to make a bigger shovel, 27 to 34 centimeters. For you Americans wondering how big that is, that's 34 centimeters. And then I'm going to get a bigger backpack because I wasn't hugged enough as a child. This little cavern is a gold mine. I got $122 and I use like no energy to do that. We're also going to heal too because I don't want my health to drop unsuspectingly like it probably will. We'll get a little bit more battery for our money. Well, the game says down, so we'll go down. This is so much quicker than our little basic shovel. And apparently we can't dig through that, so we're gonna need a lot more upgrades. I was digging around past the hard spot and I accidentally touched the wall, and I think I found an adjoining cavern, which looks even more fun. I need to grab a light before we get in there. $140, basically all in copper. So I'm gonna buy a light, and we're going to use to destroy rocks and lava rocks. Okay, we're gonna buy a dynamite to see what that does. So this is the rock that seemed to be in the way. Yep, mission accomplished. And there's our light. So we're going to focus on the silver. There is a lot of very easy copper, but silver is worth considerably more. Also, when I go near the ceiling over here, there's a new item somewhere in this direction-ish. Okay, looks like I've zeroed in on it. It is more or less... Is it that? It's a key. That feels like it's going to be important. Or we're going to have to do a lot of digging before this adventure is done. But that little silver pocket plus the little bit of copper was $210. So we're going to buy a couple lamps and then upgrade our jetpack because you weren't hugged enough as a child. I love digging holes so much. Hit almost 30 meters below ground. There's another 155, which will buy us another charge and we'll get another 2 lamps. I think I found a new ore. Gold. Gold will be worth lots and lots. I'm down to negative 33 and I just realized my thing is now saying up. So I've gone past whatever it is I'm looking for, but I also need more energy. We did get $180. Gold is worth $50 each. So we need as much of that as we could possibly find. I'm also going to make my shovel bigger. And it looks like it becomes a drill next. But this shovel should take giant bites out of things. So the shovel is definitely moving a lot more dirt. We got to look around at about this layer to try and figure out what it's trying to tell us to find. Unfortunately, it's right at the height of my light, so we might end up removing the light. I would wager whatever we're looking for is at the 30-meter level. So we're just going to wander around until we get probably close enough to get some kind of signal. I don't care how long it takes, we will find every bit of treasure in that ground. The next load, $210. I may be reading this meter wrong, but I'm having a lot of fun just mining dirt. And we're making more and more money. That was almost $300, and that took me no time to do. So that means we can also upgrade to our drill, $500. Plus, we'll buy another lamp, and we're going to hold off on the dynamite. The drill does seem like it's going to be worth it. This thing will move some ground in a hurry. I like this a lot. We are burning through energy quite quickly, so we're going to have to upgrade that. But with this, we're going to be able to move a lot of dirt and make a lot of money. That time was mostly exploratory, still got 155. So we're going to double our battery size. And that's going to cost $30 to recharge from where we were at. I do want to make a bit of money, so I'm just going to go a little bit lower than what we're supposed to be right now, just sort of to see what's down here. I want to find some gold. We're using up a lot of energy way down here, but we're opening up a massive spot. But that was really quick. Only 3 gold, still $262. Tell me this isn't super satisfying. I just found another cavern. This one's down at almost 40 meters. So we are way below where we're supposed to be, but I want to see what kind of valuables are in here. Gold, rock. That's lava rock, that's more gold. Definitely didn't find what we're looking for unless we were looking for lots of silver and gold, in which case we found $340 worth. And then we're making ourselves bigger. I just realized when I stand right here in particular, the light actually blinks faster. So whatever I'm looking for might actually be close to this spot. Okay, I think I found what we're looking for. I finally get how the circle thing works. I was just getting far too caught up enjoying the process to understand how it works. We only made $305 on that little journey, but that's still an awful lot of money. So the game presumably wants us to go this way, down whatever this is, like an old mine shaft. So I'm really glad I bought the drill before getting to this point. I can see the other side. Ooh, what do we think's in here? That looks fun. Is this what we're here for? Crate, dynamite, lamp, and money. Okay, but that'll help us get deeper. Eat lead, stupid. We need to start removing some of these from our way. Okay, there's more lava stone, so whoops, I meant that to be dynamite. Here you go, have that instead. And that'll blow up, and actually the light survived, so this is okay. We are getting another down meter though, so down we go. We're getting so deep down here though that like I really need to watch my battery level. As big as that thing is, it takes us a lot to get out. But we are thousandaires for the first time. And we're clearly going to hit more and more stones as we get lower. So we're going to have to find a way to deal with those, but I think I found another pocket. I might have actually accidentally landed right on top of what I was looking for. Yeah, I think we found our next target, and that is $528, 4 lamps, 2 dynamites. And all that gold was also worth $370, so we have almost $2,000. So we're going to upgrade from drill to IM shovel. $1,400. Apparently that's fully upgraded. Aside from that, we're going to charge, heal, and then we're going to take a bigger battery. We'll give a quick test of the... Yeah, that's an even bigger drill. Perfect. Also just found a piece of platinum. Let me put up a light for you guys because I care so much. I think that's also platinum. This drill is so big that I can actually mostly just go straight down. So I can just like go infinitely in a straight line, Minecraft style. I also found diamond. We're finding diamonds this far down. It's getting very dark because we're drilling very deep very quick. And I do need to remember that I'm currently 66 meters underground, so getting to the surface will take a lot of energy. My little meter thing is going off once again. We're already full on diamonds and platinum, so before doing anything about the meter, we're going back. So diamonds are worth $250 each, so we made $2,150 from that single load. So that means we're going to get definitely a bigger inventory times 2, which is now fully upgraded. We're also going to buy some lamps because we need those to be able to see things. I was drilling through the wall. I think I found our next target, which is a giant piece of money and some lamps. So aside from that, we can keep going down, where we quickly hit a lot of lava rock. We can go through that, but dynamite is $100 each, so we're going to use those more carefully than we have been. It's getting hard to find the gaps to go through the ground, so we might have to start resorting to a lot more dynamite. And that's okay because that's just a lot of fun. So we only found 8 diamonds that time. That was still $3,000 for those. So we can afford dynamite if we want. We're going to buy, say, 5 of those. You know what? Let's buy that many. Then we can buy better battery, better jetpack times 2. So to make this part a little easier, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. That was a nice big one. The dynamite tends to go wherever it wants to go, which could be a little bit hard to aim. Aside from that, we'll just keep on going downwards. And I pretty much immediately found another cavern at the 85 meter mark. But look at all the diamonds we're finding. We're going to be so rich, and then we're going to spend it all on dynamite. With the max upgraded energy as well, I feel like we can just mine forever, and we're still at like 80% battery life. I feel like the walls are sloping inward slowly, so there might be a fine little point at the bottom or a shaft or something. I think I found whatever I was just speculating on. Lights don't seem to want to work this deep. Before going down to whatever this is, yeah, this is the little funnel at the bottom. We are going to go sell some stuff and save because we are 100 meters below the ground and we got to work our way all the way out of here, which actually takes a long minute. But we got $8,500. So our jetpack is now to the moon power, and we're now fully upgraded, fully charged, fully healed with oodles of dynamite to our name. I hear something moving. There's definitely something alive down here. That's not a great sign that there's a monster. There's a shadow, and there's a killer walrus. Not sure what we're supposed to do. Oh, it's a mole. Okay, well, we're gonna start running, and up we go for a second. So we can't use dynamite, we can't use light, so I'm thinking we probably just run past it. We have a jetpack, so, you know, how bad could this be? Yep, good luck. We're going to keep on running till we find what we're looking for. We'll make this work eventually. It is a malleable plan. There's more of them. There's more of the moles. But it seems I can outrun them. I think we're supposed to sneak past them. This seems like an awful lot of work, considering the ground is basically made of diamonds the size of my head. Where I think we're looking for $10,000 when I've already made like 50,000 just in mining. I think they're chasing me again, and I think I ran down the right tunnel. I would turn around and look, but I'm not going to. They'll lose interest eventually. I think I found it. I think I found it. What we put in all this effort and upgrades for was darkness. Wait, wouldn't it be funny if it was a mimic and it ate us? Well, we found the achievement. We found the treasure. So we made of 100% at the game. It's air, the most valuable resource of all. I do hear a mole. It was a trap all along. It was their plan to destroy us. So then we're back to where we started, with a stranger making a tally on a piece of paper and putting the house up for sale again. I think that is luring people in to murder them by mole. And for some reason we zoom in on the license plate with a mole on it. Interesting. But we unlocked achievement mode. What's achievement mode? And like, do I want to mine more of the diamonds? So at one point it also dawned on me that I found a key at some point along the way. This has 2 locks on it, one of which we've unlocked, so I need to find another key. I was also curious what a backpack full of diamonds is worth. $10,000. And after a very long time, we found the second key. My program screwed up, but here's what we get. So this was a dynamite pre-key upgrade. It's just a little crater. Now, if we throw the bigger upgraded dynamite, it's going to be a hole that's considerably bigger, and we like bigger holes. And for reasons not even I understand, I've now saved up $35,000, I guess, so I could buy lots of dynamite. So we're going to put the auto clicker to work for a second and buy lots of that. Because I guess I'm a little bit curious as to what would happen if I throw like 360 dynamites down the hole. If we just go like that in, well, just sort of see what happens. I'm not sure this is the most efficient use of dynamite. I'm not sure this is anything at all, but down goes the dynamite. Here, we're just gonna go down there and have a little dynamite party. And just to be sure there are no more secrets or treasure hiding from me, I mined the rest of the hole. So if you're curious as to what the whole thing looks like, that's all 100 meters of it, perfectly mined. This took about 4 hours for those of you curious, so completely worth it. Last time we did this, someone asked me, is it possible to mine out the entire mine below? And I thought that was just such a fun idea that I'm gonna give it a try myself. We're on the large map, I'm gonna try and mine out every inch of dirt below, so we're gonna need some drill upgrades. We're actually gonna need a lot of drill upgrades, but the first thing is the hostile proximity meter. We need to know how far away the idiots are. And I do have them set to showing up a little bit later, but they'll show up with twice the power. Found some easy digging over here, but basically it's going to be all about drill upgrades today and whatever other powers we can hopefully find out here. I did already find some more iron, so that's not a bad find to start. And it's already annoying me so much that I want to upgrade my drill already. If I get my drill upgraded 4, 5, 6, 17 times, that'll be great. Probably also my carrying capacity. So the drill only costs 4, so that's done, so we can go a little faster for a little more iron. There is also a triangle there. I'm not interested in triangles yet. And I'm still going to mine out kind of broadly right now. I just need some drill upgrades because it's too slow to mine out every little piece so far, I think. But I already did find some more iron, so that's actually a really good start. So I'm also just going to increase my carrying capacity because since I have the stronger drill, I'm going to just go straight down, hopefully finding stuff like water, but also hopefully some easier dirt to drill, but more iron. And this is really bad luck because this stuff is really exceptionally hard for what it has to be. Okay, not a lot of iron straight down. That's okay for now. I also have a different dome. This one has like repellent on it, mostly so that monsters take longer to show up. I don't have a shield, keeping it safe though. But I can delay their wave by presumably 30%. I can slow them down in battle, and I can do whatever that is. But let's face it, we're here for iron, which I just happened to find a rather nice deposit of. And since this dirt's easy to mine, I will bump it a little bit on the way up. Probably grabbed a little bit more than I should have. But that's just kind of the story of my life. Okay, we'll take these up since they're right here. And I already have enough for a stronger drill, so we're going to do just that. That did cost $8, whatever they're called. Probably money well spent. We're going to go through some of this easier stuff for a sec, hoping to get a smaller deposit of iron. That stuff is still stupidly hard for how early on we are. I really shouldn't even be mining through this, but we did find some more iron and we're tearing through it fairly quickly. I am going to split this one into a few different loads just so I can get it to the surface quicker, and since we're here, we're just going to kind of bump our way down just to clear it all out. If I keep my drill upgraded, I should be able to actually just kind of bulldoze my way through everything. Like when I want to go somewhere, I just go in a straight line to get there, and that should help clear things out. Maybe also bombs. I do enjoy bombs. So far, this seems to be working pretty good, but it's definitely going to get harder as time goes on. Idiots are on their way, but they're so slow now, I really don't care. Because we'll just oh, we don't have the launching ability yet. That's okay, we can just hit him with the sword. I'll buy the launching ability next because this dome isn't going to take a lot of abuse. So we'll display the dome's health meter. It's still got 90% of its health, so I don't care for now. And we're going to get more speed. My repellent is apparently ready, so... Okay, that goes off, so we have extra time before the next wave shows up, which means we can do a little more mining. I probably will actually buy the resource counter today too, simply because it would be cool to actually see how many resources we get out of mining the entire thing of a large map. I know there's softer dirt in here somewhere, and we did find a power. This could actually be good depending on what this is. Bulldozer our way to the top just because we can. So we do actually have a lift already, and a lift is really a good one for this because we don't have to bring materials up anymore. We bring them to the lift and just keep on mining our mining way. And that's great for times like this when I happen to find a single triangle so it can work its way up while we work our way probably a little bit deeper. I've actually hit like a bottom already. I've never seen that this shallow, so that's odd. Our elevator's still gonna help, but not nearly as much as I hoped it would. That's actually gonna make this whole thing quite a bit harder. This dome is a little bit tentacly. This mine, so we're gonna have to go in all sorts of fun directions to make this work. That's fine, I guess. It wouldn't be one of my stupid ideas if we didn't run into many hiccups along the way. And I guess I'll just carry all of this up past the elevator. hostiles are on the way. They're stupid. Whoops, I accidentally dropped one. Okay, I'm gonna buy the fast stab for now. That should help with these idiots. I don't know which ones to focus on here. I kind of screwed that up so bad that, well, whatever. Those guys can hit my dome. I don't care. Then again, maybe we can get them both. If I go up here... Oh, this thing does not have much aim yet. But I just realized how little damage you actually do to the dome, so I'm not that worried about it. And then the other resources are still making their way up. That's fine by me. I'll just keep overloading that elevator. I just don't really know where to mine now because it's such an awkward dig. So for a sec, I'm basically just going to take whatever little bit of easier digging I can find, which apparently isn't much because the game hates me today. Then again, we did just find another iron deposit already, and this one's pretty big, so the game loves me. Plus these dots are good digging. I'm so happy to see this. I almost don't care about the iron. Drop the kids off at the elevator. Well, they'll hopefully make their way to the surface. For now, I'm just going to wander around through this, looking for some bigger deposits, and I'll clear all this out a little bit later with my super drill. Oh, but here's more iron already, so maybe this random wandering actually is a strategy I should normally utilize because this is working way too good. And as I raise up the elevator, I pulled a few pieces closer. We should have some money to spend. I'm going to buy slice improvement, and then we can still buy a stronger drill. That way we can murder things and do good mining. We'll give him a thwack too. That should finish him off. Let's get rid of the bird. They don't do a lot of damage, but they do annoy the life out of me. So he's dead in one shot. Whoops, definitely double clicked there, but we'll thwack this guy. This upgraded drill is probably going to work really well because I'm really chewing through this stuff in a hurry. I'm just going to keep bulldozing my way around sort of randomly because if we're one-shotting dirt, then iron's never far away because we can also drag stuff up pretty easily. And yeah, there's also a nice iron deposit right there basically beside the elevator, so that works out well for us. We're getting really rich really quickly. Like, there's a lot of iron sitting on the lift already. We've just deposited all this. And there's also water here. I guess we'll take that over. I don't like water as much, but it is good for upgrades. And there's more iron right here, so the mine is a strange shape, which is annoying. But I'm starting to find the outer edges, and actually if I go like this, I could probably drag some of this with me. That iron's going to be a floater there for a while. Then I'll carry these two back to the surface somewhat manually, but I'm going to clear out some of the mine on the way up because I'm not doing a lot of that yet, but we're going to get rich enough to get the upgrades pretty quick. So I think I'm going to finally get the resource counter. That's just important. We're going to repair the dome a little bit because it took some abuse. Pretty sure I can survive one more wave with this weapon easy enough, so I'm going to get extra carry strength and speed. Plus, we've got more resources on the way up, so by the time I'm done this battle, we can probably buy more upgrades anyway. I'm not thinking this is going to be a super hard battle because, well, obviously. Alright, and then it's back to work. The elevator is still slowly chugging along. There's still lots of resources there. I did also find one of these guys. I'm not really sure what to do with this thing at this point, so we're just going to set it maybe right here. That way, if it does find anything, it will bring them to me. I'm going to carry this with me like a good luck charm. And then we're going to explore a little bit the outer edge of the mine so far, and if we can find an iron deposit here on the pink stuff, it would be massive. So I just realized something really exploitable because the game crashed. So it turns out that the game crashes after you've played for a while. You tend to start right at this last wave of enemies ends. So obviously that means I can go digging around as much as I want, and if I don't find something good, I can just restart and dig in a different direction. I can basically replay the day as many times as I need to until I find the iron I want. That's not a strategy I'm likely to use right now, but if I have a bad day in this, I might just restart and do just that. I'm used to games crashing and all, but it's rare that it actually works to my advantage somehow. This new carry strength is fantastic too. Look at all the stuff I can carry with no slowdown. Also found a new something or other here, so we'll go ahead and bulldoze our way up to the surface. We do have blast mining that might actually come in handy, more so than the other thing will, because, well, this is just straight up a bomb. And I think we can all be honest with ourselves here. Bombs are good. We're just going to bring it down a little more so it clears out a nice area that I don't have to mine, because this stuff is super hard, and this is also a weird mine. So instead, I'm going to set it somewhere right here because I need to get back to the surface. There's also some iron there, though. I see you, iron. Okay, I'll take a little bit of you with me because I'm greedy. This is kind of nice, though, because, like, it's clear. When I get to the elevator, it gives me a speed boost anyway. Definitely had some friends waiting for me at the top, which is perfectly fine because the dome can take some damage this early on. I can repair it with all my many triangles. Whoops. Definitely missed that. Okay, this wave was a little more intense than I thought it might be. Luckily, we're getting rich, so I'm not that worried about this. We'll just keep thwacking these guys, and then we'll shoot the airborne idiots. Okay, let's do a little bit of repair. So if we buy this one, it will repair 50% of total HP and give my dome more health. Then we just use one of these, and we saw $27 left over. I didn't realize how rich we were. A stronger drill, please. And $7 left over on top of that. I'm going to buy reflection one. That way we can reflect projectiles back. So an even stronger drill means we can really make a mess of things. Even this stuff is one shot, and this stuff used to really be tough to mine through. So I'm just going to clear up an area like a highway. And then we'll dig back down here to take a bunch of this iron back to the elevator, and then I can get back to strip mining. I do need to kind of see what the edge is over here. I don't know if there's anything of value up here. I just want to kind of get how big I need to mine this thing. I might leave leave some dark spots like that lying around because I can just drop a bomb there later pretty easily. But our drill is already so stupidly strong that like it's really quick even through this stuff. And because this iron deposit is in the brown stuff, it'll definitely be a big deposit. And then we can just bulldoze our way back to the surface because we need to clear this out eventually anyway. That stuff's still a little bit tough, but whatever. And since I have a few minutes, basically waiting for the next wave to start, I'm just going to mine randomly around for a sec to see if there's any iron, but we got to clear all this out anyway. And I did find another iron deposit rather close to the elevator, so that's just fine by me. Not sure how much iron we have at this point, but it's definitely enough for some better stuff. We can do a faster stab, that's the ejection into the sky, and that'll be good enough for us to start. We got more iron on the way up, so I can afford another upgrade with that, but it's very nice to launch this quickly. Takes care of these little popcorns super quick, especially when the game's only throwing these at us. This is a nice wave because I don't have to shoot the stupid birds in the sky, just these guys and we're done. Wish that was just a little bit quicker because I had to sit here waiting for a second to get that extra iron, but now that we got it, more speed. I think more speed also makes me more of a battering ram, so if I'm trying to choose through something, it's that much quicker. Don't know if this is really worth it, but we're gonna bring this to the surface to see if there's anything there of use. Plus we got a bomb, I guess. We did get Drillbert. I've never used Drillbert, so we're gonna try Drillbert. I'm not really sure how he works. Okay, we're gonna take Drillbert and a bomb, but I'm pretty sure Drillbert just works along mining through the ground without me having to do anything, so that's just gonna be good for me. So we're just gonna go down to the digging gets a little hard again, which is coming up anytime now. Wow. This is a bigger mine than I thought on large. Ooh, this is gonna take a while. Oh, okay, but there's also... Okay, you guys go there. You guys do your thing. Enjoy. Probably going to need to upgrade Drillbert a little bit. I'm just going to leave all that stuff down there. There's easy digging here, so I'm going to look for iron amongst this layer. I did find some, plus another power. This will be another big deposit, but I'm really deep, so it's going to be hard to get this stuff out. That power might also be a resource scan, so I'm going to grab it and, I don't know, a handful of stuff for now because it's heavy. Okay, this was a stun laser. I guess I won't say no to that. Then I'm going to get more carry strength in anticipation for what I need next. I got a little bit of time, so I'm probably just going to mine useless crap for a sec. At least sort of the edges, so I'm be sure not to miss anything. It does go pretty quick with my super drill and speed, but we can go even quicker than this. Also, I don't really know what Drillbert's upgrades are. Okay, we're starting to get these big guys already too, so I'm definitely going to need some more damage at some point, because those are going to do lots of damage. I forgot I have this too to reflect those back, and then this I'm pretty sure I can block, and then we'll hit him. Oh, there's actually two big guys. I didn't realize that, so that's annoying. Then back to my big iron deposit hiding way down here. It definitely is going to take a while to hollow all of this out, so we definitely need more speed. So I'm not going to worry about mining for a sec. I'm going to worry about carrying all this. Look at our carrying capacity now, though. I should probably check on Drillbert. I think I got to wake him up once in a while. Let's see what the little guy has done. Very little, really. Okay, come with me. You're demoted to doing stuff down here. Actually, you go there for a sec. I gotta take these. Good luck. Got a little bit more value, so I'm just gonna mine straight up towards the surface, somewhat here, and see what we get. We found some harder digging and a very solid wall. This would be so much easier if my elevator actually went further down. It goes nowhere. But we do have a few big dark spots here that hopefully have some iron somewhere in them, so I'm gonna go basically right down the middle, hoping to find whatever might be hiding, which apparently isn't a lot. I think I've been actually getting really lucky with where I've been finding the iron and how much. I'm also gonna buy Long Blade 1 just to get myself a little more damage for this next wave. That way when idiots come in, I can not do exactly what I'm doing and actually hurt them. Okay, that thing's gotta die for sure. We're going to block all of this for a sec. That actually hit me, whatever. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. This wave isn't as bad as I thought. I thought I had more agility than that. So we'll stab him there. The stun laser's got him. Got him. All right, I'm going to take my bomb, go find Drillbert, and get back to work. I think I'm actually going to drop my bomb somewhere in the middle of this because this is just a big dark void in the middle of no man's land, and that's hard digging. I know there's a wall right there, but whatever. I did actually find some iron, so that's huge. It's actually a really big deposit, and I just missed that before. I think I can carry all this with my super capacities. The hardest part of this is probably going to be remembering where I left Drillbert. I did find a nice iron deposit though. Okay, Drillbert doesn't go very far without some upgrades, so we're going to let him go there. I'm going to have to give him some upgrades if he's actually going to be useful for me. For now, we got a ton of iron to bring to the surface. Okay, back to the surface for a sec. We need to understand the drill strength of Drillbert for only $3. Sure, that's going to help him a bit. That one's only 3 and 2. Maybe one more time. Drillbert will work for much longer before getting tired. Yep, that's a good one. I do still have $23, so I'm going to maybe get extra carry strength. And then hopefully Drillbert can actually make a little more progress in what he does. He tries very hard. He's just very useless. That's the kind of slave I like to see. You work hard, Drillbert. Okay, I also found another iron deposit just right here beside where the other one was. With my extra carry strength, I could probably get most of this out. I can actually carry this entire deposit plus water. This feels right. This feels good. We're going to be rich. Pretty sure we were already reasonably rich before this. We filled the dome with iron. So with $27, I'm going to get more speed, and I've got $11 left over for hopefully more damagey upgrades. No new damage upgrades, but I think we're doing okay with what we got for now anyway. We're not exactly feeling the pain of damage. Like this wave is actually going really, really easy. Okay, we got to swipe this. Got him. I like the waves without all the birds. It's much easier this way. This is just a bunch of weak idiots. Okay, I found another iron deposit sort of randomly in a dark spot. I'm not necessarily near the edge of the map, but that's a lot of iron. Drillbert still seems like he's going pretty strong. We're just gonna, I don't know, do that. And you can go down a layer while I mine directly into a new iron deposit. This is working out very strangely nicely so far. This is also a pretty big one. So we'll see if we can carry all of this at once. Might actually be able to. Yeah, I think we got it. Still need a stronger drill because even in the red stuff, we're still like double hitting it to kill it, which isn't good enough for me. Okay, we once again filled the dome with garbage. I'm gonna get more drill power. I just realized I'm actually like really topped up in upgrades already. I didn't realize how quickly we did that. I'm gonna repair the dome a little bit, and I'm gonna increase my thing to long blade 2, which basically just gives us more damage. I kind of forgot about the whole mist thing too, so I'm gonna do that so that next wave gets delayed a little bit, and I'm gonna add a small amount of damage to the stun laser too, just to help me out with the battle aspect. And that's pretty crazy too, because I found all that stuff and I've still got more time for mining. So in hindsight, I probably should have brought the bomb with me because it could have done a lot of this for me, but here we are being stupid. Stupidly lucky maybe. Look at all this iron again. This is a shallower deposit, so it's not as big, but it's still pretty big. Oh, and some water too. Why not? With all this money, since it's not really going to be enough for a ton of stuff, I'm maybe just going to make my bomb a little bigger. That way when I bring it down, well, who doesn't like bigger bombs? Especially when I get into that hard digging. There we go. Now I have a super stabber as well. So this thing should launch pretty often and recharge pretty quickly, so it's going to be lots of good damage for us. It's going to hurt that. We're going to reflect back at you and you. Missed that one. That's fine. Whoops. Still don't have a lot of agility, but I do think it hits hard. Yeah, so far, like, now that I know how the reflector thing works, it really makes a big difference. We need to get rid of that guy when we get a chance, but even so, like this, we're fine. We're not really taking any damage. We're just getting annoyed by everything. Okay, I'm gonna hit the repellent, so we're gonna wait longer for that. We're gonna take our bigger bomb down, and I'm gonna try and leave it somewhere where it's gonna do big damage to things, which is hard to find these days because I don't know where the edges are. We're clearly getting pretty deep. Okay, Drillbert's into some hard stuff. Good job, Drillbert. You enjoy a bomb for a sec. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Perfect. And there's some iron. Good job, Drillbert. Yeah, mine wherever you want. Don't care. Drillbert has fallen asleep, but I've got a lot of iron I need to get to the surface. Look at the next wave, though. Like, hasn't even... It's like 95% of the way still to go. And we're one-shotting so much of the dirt. It's great. I took a really weird way to get up. This was really dumb. So I'm actually just going to leave this stuff with the elevator because it's going to take a few minutes to absorb anyway. So good luck. There's even one in here that I can leave. And then I'm just going to chew my way through whatever I can on the way down. We're one-shotting the dirt. Might as well just go for it. Also, because you never know where a little iron deposit is hiding. Though down here they're pretty big, so they would be hard to miss. I do think I'm getting down to some of the very lowest stuff at this point. Like this might be the lowest point on the entire map. Yeah, we're definitely getting low because there's the cables we need to find those things. Here's one of them. We'll just chew that out for now so we have a rough idea where it is. But we've still got some mining to do. I know there's a ton of iron hiding out here somewhere. I've been pretty lucky, but I know there's definitely also going to be a few cases where I just missed the iron by like one tile. Like this is not one tile, but we were reasonably close to this stuff. And we're pretty close to the surface again. Whoops, hopefully I don't knock those out, but whatever falls down hopefully goes back into the elevator. Where did those go? Yeah, we're okay. So while we're waiting for the next wave, I'm just going to chew through some of this real quick, and then we're going to buy some fun upgrades. We can do an electrified blade. How could I resist that? Because I think that's going to do pretty massive damage to anything it touches, and it's going to touch a lot of things. There's a little hit for you. You guys can die. We are taking some damage, but I'm doing this kind of lazily. Yeah, that's going to work out real nice. And we're starting to get these guys, so we're definitely going to need that extra bit of damage because they're not weak at all. They are very slow and stupid though, so there's always that. Okay, after that strange little battle, we're gonna need a few repairs. We'll maybe upgrade Drillbert some more because I think he's gonna do some good work for us down there without us having to supervise him. But this one's good too. When Drillbert hits a wall, he'll turn around instead of taking a nap. That sounds important. Just gotta remember where I left the little guy. Okay, I see he's gotten himself into a bit of trouble, so we're gonna put him somewhere low down where he's going through the hardest dirt possible because that way I don't have to do it. So you go, yeah, actually, if he goes there, he should walk back and forth for a while. And I did find another iron deposit, which is really deep, so this will be colossal. And take a really, really long time to dig through. But as I'm going up and down, I will take a few more bites here and there to try and clear this out a little more. And my bomb might be ready by now also. My bomb sure is ready. The resources are all the way to the top, so they're slowly getting mulched. This stuff over here is kind of unreasonably hard to dig through, like the brown brick-looking tiles. So I'm just going to leave the bomb there for now. We'll see what's kind of in the area. Okay, we found the edge here. There's some kind of cavern down here. I think that's the like teleport one you can grab and use sometimes. So I definitely wish I found that earlier. This blue stuff is also unreasonably hard to go through. I did put a teleporter down here. I found the end thing as well. We're obviously got some mining to do before we play with that, but that certainly will save me a trip next time. But we got to get back to the surface to defend our dome from idiots. So I think I'm going to go for javelin for now, just to make this part a little easier. That way when I'm in a stabby mood, I can... Oh, that's that one. This one's good though, actually, because I can launch these rapid fire. This would be easier. And then we gotta, whoop, thwack him. He's dead. We're gonna block that. We also need to thwack. And then we're gonna charge up and shoot him. The dome took some damage there, but we're gonna be okay. It's definitely gonna get harder and harder to find iron at this point, but we're definitely doing better and better. I do need to upgrade my drill maybe one more time. We can shoot through stuff, but it gets harder by the time you get deep. For now, I think I want to kind of explore the edges of this little mine to see exactly what we have left to do. Also forgot I had left the teleporter down here, but that's because I'm not used to having it this round because I found it late. Okay, Drillbird has kindly worked his way into a corner. We're going to find some hard digging for him elsewhere that he can work on while I'm away, probably like over here. We're gonna let him go somewhere here. Drillbird, get off my thing. So I'm actually below the end teleporter thing, so I'm just hoping for a massive iron deposit hiding here. I did also find this egg. I found this a few times. I still don't know what it does. I'm sure someone in the comments has been yelling at me for a while. Every time I found the egg, to be fair, I haven't really held on to it for very long. Usually it's about the end of the game because it's found so deep, so this time we're probably gonna have it sit in our dome for a little while. So we'll bring that to the surface. It's starting to get pretty cleared out up top. Is this thing ready to go? Oh, it is. We can actually slow that down a little bit. Then I'm gonna go explore this edge of the mine to see what resources we left behind. We've probably got most of the resources that are down here, I think. I hope there's more deposits hiding, but I kind of don't at the same time. These would have been more efficient to find Drillbird earlier and also find an elevator that worked more better than mine did, but I think I've got the entire edges of this thing worked out with the exception of like this spot. Mostly because these spots are just really obnoxiously hard to dig through, so I might put Drillbird or the bomb on that. Drillbird's also a little lost again, so we're going to put him somewhere. He goes back and forth, so I should probably put him somewhere higher up where he can just work his way through stuff a lot. I don't really know what that's going to mean, so Drillbird, can you just go here somewhere? I'll probably have to move him around quite a bit just to make sure he stays going, but for now he's drilling stuff. That's all that matters. He's helping. It feels weird to start seeing these big empty pockets now. Like I'm really starting to understand just how big this map is. Finally going to take care of some of this surface brick stuff too, because it's been sitting here forever, because I didn't want to mine it because it's slow. But with my super drill, not slow anymore. Still got some time before the next wave's going to show up, but there's just these random floating pieces of dirt everywhere. Alright, well I'm going to start making my way back to the surface because we got the next wave coming soon, but we got a little bit of time. We got lots of resources though. We're a little bit low on iron these days, but we got lots of other stuff. So I'm going to buy autonomy because that only costs water. I've got lots of water to spare. Then it's time for another battle. I think we're probably going to survive this one. These guys are going to be a little bit hard to hit right now. I'm going to deflect. Oh, the stun laser actually helped a lot with that. Got him. As long as you're using your deflector thing, it's actually pretty easy to kind of sort this out. Just try to deflect everything you can, hit whatever's close, just keep deflecting and you'll keep yourself nice and safe. Like this guy, no damage, and then we shoot him. Okay, then our bomb's gonna come in handy for us down here. We'll go check on Drillbird, but look how empty it's getting. Like we go down a long ways before we start to find dirt now. This stuff's still dying in one hit, so we don't need to bomb it. Some of this brick stuff over here, yeah, we need to bomb maybe this. Maybe wasteful, but we need to get rid of that no matter what. But that bomb went off like right above us, and here's sort of the bottom-ish, so we're getting close to our goal actually. So that feels pretty good, because I wasn't even sure if this was possible. It seemed like a bad idea, and that's why I did it. I really wish I utilized Drillbird better. But it's not like we can't use them. Like a spot like this would be good. Like if I just drop him here, he'll at least chew through some of the hard stuff for me. Fairly certain at this point we've got all the iron though. Probably most of the other resources for that matter, so there's not much left. We'll take care of some of the hardest dirt down here, but we're actually running out of dirt to mine at this point. We've literally mined like everything. This dirt, some of it is still taking 2 hits. It would have been nice to do this in 1, but I mean, we've got plenty of time for all this. This pocket to the right is probably going to be the hardest spot. This is the last edge piece because look how tough it is. I think it dies in 4 hits from fresh though, so that's okay, but we'll take a trip upwards after this. The map is pretty big, so it's easy to forget and miss dirt along the way. Like here's a big chunk. But down to the lower right, there's nothing left. Down below, there's nothing left. I did actually find more resources though. I didn't think there's any of this stuff left. This stuff is a little bit harder to dig through again, but really not that bad for my super drill. But of course, we got to get interrupted by idiots because they want to fight again. They're still not putting up much of a fight. They will eventually, especially if I'm shooting like that. But we're doing so much damage, it's really hard for them to be able to fight us. I could really probably just go like this until it's over. Like I was very lazy this entire battle, and they did take off some health, but I've got so many triangles, like it's not hard to repair this. It costs 2 of them really to repair that damage. Oh, and this thing actually grew some more iron. There we go. We're rich again. Okay, I'm getting really close to done. I didn't realize how close I was. There's still a little bit here, but we're definitely running out of stuff to mine. Oh, look who fell asleep again. I just got an achievement that says thorough, so I think that means I've officially done it. So we're going to take Drillbert here for a little victory lap to show you how big this place is and how much I've managed to mine. But when you fly around like this, it really puts it into perspective how big it is. So the elevator went down about that far, which seemed okay in the beginning. It did help a lot. But considering how big and deep this place actually is, I could have used a deeper elevator. I would have finished this sooner. It wasn't really a particular struggle though. I thought this would actually be a lot harder. But I am playing on easy mode too, to be fair. I don't know if it'd even be possible on harder modes. Maybe someone better than me could answer that. But yep, that's it. I've mined literally this entire thing. So Drillbert has enjoyed his ride. We'll bring him to the surface with us. We'll also pull on whatever one of these have not been pulled on yet. Is it you? I think they're all ready to go now, so we'll give this a pull, or bring it to the surface, I should say. Normally we're tunneling, like through all sorts of little mine shafts to get all the way up, and it's a bit of a maze. Here, we don't have to do that. We just carry it basically straight up. I also don't remember what happened with that egg. I think I brought it to the surface and then forgot about it like I always do. Do these things work here? Drillbert, can you... Well, Drillbert might go for a spin. Okay, Drillbert's back down to the bottom where he belongs. That's where I found him anyway. We'll release to his natural habitat. Okay, I brought that to the surface. I'm going to send the bomb down anyway, just for fun. Drillbert should enjoy that. And then we'll pretend like we're actually going to struggle with this. Gonna thwack that out of the air. Gonna, thwack that out of the air. It is a pretty intense wave at this point, considering how far in we are. I could have kept going for quite a while, but what's the point? We're gonna windshield wiper our way to victory. Yeah, about time you showed up. The end, we mined the whole thing. Oh, so in case you're wondering, we mined 400 resources, so that's as much as is in the map. We unlocked a new pet for some reason, and we destroyed 3,000 blocks. Today we're digging a hole, but it's not to find treasure, it's to dig our way out of prison. There's an abandoned subway tunnel underneath the prison. All you have to do to escape is dig through it, MB. Nice of him to leave a note before he presumably escaped. Hold E to roll the carpet. Nice of the guards to leave a carpet here. So we'll just go ahead and flip that up. Then it's chair time. And we use a chair to smash the floor tiles out because the prison is made of paper mache. Either that or this chair is made out of vibranium or something. Honestly, we should just use it to go through the outer walls. Chair goes back. Nothing to see here. And we pick up the spoon and we get to digging. Along the way, we find buried contraband. Like a wrench. Definitely something that would go well in the hands of a violent prisoner like myself, in a canteen. That way we can drink water underground. I've noticed there's a lunch break at 12 o'clock. I don't know what that entails, but I assume that's when we got to do a reset or something. If I press space, we're also Spider-Man, but we have a rope instead of web. That's why I'm in prison. Energy level low. Okay, got it. We're going to put the carpet back. We're going to put items on the bench, I guess. Yes, hello guards. Here's my contraband. Clear as day for you guys to see. What am I supposed to do with the spoon? Yes, good thinking, me. They'll never see it there. No wonder I ended up in prison. I'm not a very good criminal. Dirt goes down the toilet. They also won't suspect anything when the sewers are completely clogged with dirt. Knock on a cell door to call a guard. Yes, guard, come see my beautiful contraband. Everything's fine. Please buy something. I'm definitely not trying to dig out. We can sell him the items. 14 toilet papers for this. Yes. I feel like I can't really argue. You technically have all the power. I see you in the cell again in 30 seconds. Everyone is so quick in this game. But this is my opportunity to see what everything has. There's energy, 5 max energy, a backpack. The only thing I can afford is this, and I do need some energy. There you go. I gotta get back in the cell because the guard will return. They're so thoughtful. I didn't even see this guy. They leave a big timer right above the door so I know when they're coming back. So far, I'm just really good at prison life. I think he was here. He closed the door. Guard will return in 2 minutes. I guess that means I gotta work in 2-minute increments. The pile of dirt is too big. Really? Already? Okay, got it. We're getting to something good though. We should go deeper because we gotta get out down below. We found a soap bar. We'll just throw that up there right away. We'll find some of the good stuff down below. I don't know who's been burying stuff under the floor. This spoon is actually a really powerful pickaxe. My energy is getting low already. Wait, we got more contraband. Okay, apparently there's going to be a lot in the upper layer. I took one more scoop and found a canteen, so now we're out of energy. Before calling the guard, we are going to close this. Oh, I gotta remember to put the dirt away too. There are some steps that I'm... like, toilet clogged? Yeah, no kidding it is. What do I do? Oh, okay, we just gotta beat it down the toilet. Got it. You heard me. Alright, guard. I think we got everything done. Don't mind the spoon. Everything okay. Please sell 13 more toilet papers, Kate. Negotiate. No, I'm not negotiating for that. So he goes away. I think I just need energy every time. Milk. There's your toilet paper. Give me some milk. We have 19 toilet papers. Okay, we can get back to work. Except for he's got to come back and close this. Wait, did we just summon him? Okay, that's much faster. There is a lunch break coming up in just an hour, though. I don't really know what that is. I don't know how carried away I want to get for a minute. But I did see this as I was closing my thing last time, 15. So I'm going to poke around the surface a bit. We need some money. And it's working. We found a wrench. I like how the guard just has no care whatsoever about where we got this stuff. Like, here's a bunch of illegal, dangerous contraband. Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. No, let me buy that from you. There must be a magic portal in your cell somewhere where this stuff is teleporting in. Energy levels low. Okay, it's giving me a lunch break warning. I assume there's a reason for that. You go there. You go down the toilet. We could do all these steps pretty quickly, as long as the toilet doesn't clog. I'm also going to summon the guard right before the lunch break. I'm not sure, like, if we leave during lunch break or what happens. Okay, he doesn't want to stick around for that. It looks like here we go to the cafeteria. Does anyone else have holes in their cell? I see now we have a task list in the upper right. Well, who are you? I have a job for you. $5. Interested? Wait, what did I just do with them? I think I just traded them 10 toilet papers for $1. You don't strike me as trustworthy. A man with a lion tiger carpet is not to be trusted ever. Gambling? $1. I have $1. Yeah, let's play. This is the kind of good decision making that got me here in the first place. All right, we're out of money. Can I have some food now? You took your dinner already. It's lunch technically, but cool. Your chef's hat is also way too big. I can also like gamble with people. Buy energy drink for $3. Everything's so expensive here. Can I just get stronger? Where's my upgrades? There's a basketball court, but we need a key to get in there. Can we dig through that? It looks like there's dirt on the ground. You know what? I'm going to exchange another 10 toilet paper for $1. Oh, I don't have enough toilet paper. I don't think I want his mission. I'm going to have enough trouble just digging a singular hole. There's warehouse doors. We can get the key to that. There's a lot of different stuff we can do. Probably should have accepted the King of the Prison's mission, but it's hard to know if I want to accept it if I don't know what it is. Okay, we're going to have lights out at 22 o'clock. Are you just not closing my door, or what's the deal here? Okay, $12 for these things? Absolutely. I don't know if I want to take more energy. It's not really worth it yet. So we'll just summon him back. And then I get right back to work. We definitely got some good hours of digging. And I was absolutely a mole in a former life, so this is right up my alley. Rubber duck, that's got to be worth something. I think I have inventory size, so I'm going to put everything on the table considering we can currently reach it. Energy levels are already getting low, and I only found one item, so this isn't a really efficient way of doing this. I'm absolutely going to need that man's toy shovel. Only 4? I'm going backwards at this rate. Yeah, 4 it is. All right, sir, give me more of your contraband. Let me eat that up and I gotta get back to work. This is okay though. I've got 20 rolls of toilet paper and full energy. I may have had a pile of dirt in the corner there when the guard showed up and he didn't say anything, but that's not a risk I'm going to take. There's a soap bar made of tears and despair being in this place in the wrench. We're getting lucky. We found a can. People love cans. I'm also once again out of energy. That happens so quick. You're not up to something, are you? No, but here's some contraband. This puts me up to 31 toilet papers. I like how he says, are you up to anything? Well, see you in 30 seconds. Do whatever you want. And I am going to buy a new shovel. I am also completely out of energy. Don't get caught with it. Well, that's okay. They'll never see it there. Yeah, I'm completely out of energy, so I'm just going to admire my shovel until tomorrow. If I was smart, I would have done one more round of digging before buying the shovel, but I was just excited for it. If I check the mirror, I have digging power, energy, agility, backpack capacity. Interesting. Prisoner spec lowers prices. I can see freedom out there. There's clouds. Wait, I just asked the guard for toilet paper randomly and he actually gave me some. Not really sure why. Lights out's in an hour. Can I actually buy energy with that? I can. Looks like we'll be able to do just a little more digging. Not a lot, but we're also going to dig up a new item, which is good. Binoculars. And this is making a considerably bigger hole. I found a goblet. That's rare, I think, because it's blue text. There's something else as well. I suspect this is a game where I don't want to push my luck, so we got to be careful with how we manage our time. Did that clog? That didn't clog yet. 3 scoops of dirt this time because we have a bigger shovel. Lights out with nobody to buy my wares. What am I supposed to do? Sleep? Another day in prison. There's a new letter on my bed. I probably want to read that. How's it going? Have we started digging yet? There's a warehouse in the prison where you'll find plenty of useful stuff, but it's locked. I'll find out I might have the key and get back to you. Thank you, mysterious stranger. Guard, I need money. I don't want to eat my beans yet. I need to use my energy first. Come and buy my garbage. 22 toilet papers. We're really getting somewhere. Yep. My next task is buying a better bag. Do you have a better shovel? It is better, but it's expensive. That's just refilling energy. 5 max energy is also really expensive. Better bag. Everything's so expensive. 30 for Rope moving speed. I don't really need to be faster on the rope yet. What I need is to get to digging. The pile of dirt can get very big very quickly. I gotta go like around the hole every time to do it. Can I get it from here? I can see why the faster rope speed could be good. We found a boot, which is definitely a regular quality item. We want rares, legendaries, whatever the most valuable stuff is. That's all we want. A padlock. Especially useful without the key. We're hitting a real treasure layer though. There's all sorts of stuff here, including whatever this thing is, a soap bar. Energy levels are low. Luckily we got our breakfast beans. We're going to eat those and then we can keep going. Energy ran out before we found anything else, but our hole is getting deep. If we got 30 seconds left, we're definitely going to reset things so the guard doesn't catch us. I clogged the toilet again. Wow, that took way more hits than I thought it would. The guard was coming as I was putting the last of it down the toilet. Speaking of guard, you're not up to something. No matter how many times you ask me that, I'm not going to admit to it. Can we negotiate a little bit? Can we get 25 for... Oh, there's actually a pretty good chance of an increase. 25? Success. And that's reasonably annoying because it puts us at an even 49. I guess we need energy no matter what. So the fellow with the long neck is going to help us out and we'll get right back to work. I wonder how deep down here we got to go to get out. I don't know if I want to follow the task list. I'd rather get a better shovel. I'm probably going to buy one of those first just so we can actually make some progress. What's happening? But that's not a bad hole for like one day. Can I grab that? Yeah, I sure can. We didn't find a lot of value with this stuff there, but we found something. I accepted $10 for that. It's going to be lunch pretty soon anyway. I was going to buy the better shovel, but let's just top up our energy real quick. Oh, we can also afford the new shovel too. We got a ladle. I was almost standing there with a ladle in my hands. We had to call the guard back. Nothing can stop us now. Big digging power. The pile of dirt is too big. Oh yeah, right. Now we'll go downwards again, even quicker. Found a flashlight. I guess I don't need to bring up individual items anymore. I keep forgetting I actually have a backpack. This is a garbage layer. Silver coin. That's another rare one. That'll be worth something. Oh, there's also a candy bar stuck in the side. What time is it? 11:30. Okay, I can't risk it before lunchtime, I don't think. So let's start buttoning up. The extra dirt we're moving now does take considerably longer to put down the toilet. I should have called the garden before lunch, but I didn't manage to, but that's okay. We actually have $7. And that's $7 more than we deserve. We're going to accept his mission. Get me a soap bar. Do I have a soap bar? I might have one of those. I don't, so you're going to have to clean your bonsai trees another way. We're going to go ahead and eat that. We got $7. Is money going to be good for anything or should I just gamble it all away? I could get $300 if I get really lucky. I wasn't lucky that time. Eventually, oh, I saw the bar. The degeneracy in me is taking over almost immediately. Even the lowest window is times 30. Considering money seems to be pretty hard to get. Oh, I thought I was going to do it. We're going to win $30. You can do it. I believe. And we're out of money again. Well, at least we had fun. I'm looking at the card game. I'm not really sure what this is. Wait, what? Am I supposed to be paying attention to where they are? Yeah, that one. You lost. Okay, you, I guess, looking for the queen. Wow, what a fun game. Can I go back to the cell? I don't want to have lunchtime anymore. If I could scan this one, I'm pretty sure she's infected. I think I actually could dig during lunch. I'm just not sure that's a good idea. And we're gonna have a new experience now. I've turned the quality up to ultra. Lunch just ended. I'm already banging on the door. Like, come on, sir, I want to get out of here. Yeah. You're not up to something, are you? Nope, 22. We want to negotiate. Price goes, yeah, up to 24. Good. He's closed the door. We didn't need to buy anything because we only have $24. We're just getting straight back to work. Down into good stuff. The pile of dirt is already too big. The pile of dirt is always too big. Do I need to be doing something different here? Am I digging too much? Maybe it doesn't matter if it exists. It's when it's too big that it draws attention. Like as soon as I dig, it says the pile of dirt is too big, but it lets me keep digging. So I'm going to assume that, yeah, like it's fine to be there as long as it's not too big. So by the time the guard comes, you just got to knock it down a little. And that means we'll just give it a little extra time before the guard shows up again. Oh, we found something big. What is this? It's like a, oh, wow, that's such a tease. There's a big treasure down there. We got to dig it out. We just need a little more energy. Guard, I managed to acquire a flare gun. It should be alarming to everyone involved. I hit the wrong button to negotiate again. We have 44 toilet papers though. That's easily enough for me to get my energy back. Suitcase time. This has got to have something good in or around it. It does actually have stuff around it. Ooh, there's a bronze statue. That's even rarer quality. Pink text. And a golden idol. Oh, okay. We got the soap we need too. There's lots of stuff down here. This is like an archaeological site suddenly. Inventory full. Oh yeah, right. No one at all is going to question where we got that stuff. Oh, it's literally a coffin. It's not a suitcase at all. Well, it's a suitcase for people. Energy is low. Have to unearth the lid first. It is unearthed. I have to unearth the lid first. You know what? I don't want to risk messing with this. I don't know if it's going to be extra steps, so let's wait until the next guard round. I've got all my lovely stuff out on display. 58 for all that. We're going to negotiate for sure, because we can bump that up to, should be a higher number. Negotiation chance, 74%. We'll go up to 62. Success. 101 toilet papers. First things first, we need energy. Bigger backpack is next on my list of things. I assume this is something of a tutorial. No one's going to notice me wearing a backpack. 30 to speed up climbing speed. The guard is coming back. We still got 13 seconds. It's 100 for the next shovel. I don't want the next climbing speed thing. Not until we have a hole worthy of climbing out of. I gotta dig my way, dig this coffin out of the ground. More soup can. There's so much treasure right around the coffin. I don't know if that's intentional. Oh, there's another one of those rare things. Can I open it now? Hold to dismantle. Open. Ooh, we got a key and a silver ring. And a boot. A flashlight. Can we actually keep that? I'm going to need light down here. It's getting dark. I'm going to need more max energy. We run out of energy quite quickly. Hello again, sir. Don't look under my bed. Give me a lot for this. Negotiate as always. Turn it up to... We'll go... 81% chance on this is perfectly fine. I got 1 star up top. I think that's my prison reputation. More energy. That cost 5 this time. We need cheaper stuff. I've almost got enough for a better shovel again. I think I want 5 max energy though. That only costs 50, and that's easily worth it at this point. That's basically lights out, so we'll pretend like we made that day really efficient. It's a new day, we got new energy. I think we can use that key to get into different prison rooms. About the warehouse, I've got some intel. The previous storekeeper crossed the cleaning lady, Dorothy, and vanished without a trace. So that would be who was in the thing below. I am 1 step ahead of the mysterious stranger. The pile of dirt is too big. We found a rubber duck though, so all is well. Out of habit now, continue digging in a coffin shape. I really just need a me-size shape. Consistently finding more rare stuff, which will be a lot more value. Plus we could dig a little more thanks to our 10% extra energy. Today our star rating at the top is 5 out of 10. I guess we're getting popular. Oh, that's our inventory. Yeah, that makes more sense actually. I forgot I had beans, but that's okay. We'll still take the energy from that. We'll summon the guard because we put everything away. I need to like double check myself. It's only 16. I'm not even going to bother negotiating for that. We still got 1 more item. We can only sell so many at a time. The remaining one probably is soap now that I think about it. I'm going to top up my energy. We still have over 50 left. I'm going to buy the rope speed. That is going to make a difference at this point. We probably could wander into the warehouse. I feel like I should wait for lunch. Straight back to work. This carpet is super structural, by the way. A golden ring. That's an epic quality. I hope the prison king likes the soap I've got for him. I'm a little nervous. He seems like a man of culture and I found it in the dirt. My biggest constraint so far is energy. So max energy might be a soon one to get bigger. But we're going to find out what this epic gold ring is worth. We'll definitely negotiate. It's only 29, but we'll get a little bit more. 31. 2 is 2. And that puts us up to 60 total, which is 60% of the way for the new shovel. We'll take some more energy since it's a little bit till lunch. We can look in the warehouse. Let's not mess with that yet. Hopefully they don't notice the warehouse door is open. Yep. The guards here are pretty terrible, and that's going to give me an adequate chance to escape. Got another flare gun. Energy is out again. It definitely takes me a second to get to the top of this now. I do have a few nice treasures for the guard. Nothing completely insane, but 38 plus a few. What do we need? We need 43. Should I go for that? No, that'd be stupid anyway. 73% chance of success, we'll take it. 98 toilet papers, we're so rich. And the warehouse is open. Dynamite. Glow sticks. Interesting. Give me a glow stick. That costs money. Oh, who's that? Okay. We don't have a lot of time. We'll look at that at lunch. Lunch is basically 30 minutes away, so we're just going to take like literally a scoop. We also got glow sticks. You have to be deeper. Glow stick? Oh, that's actually nice. I'm all for that. It's basically lunchtime. I'm not doing a single thing. So agility corresponds with climbing speed. Give him the item he needs. Okay, I have a job for you. We'll accept the mission. Get me a lighter. I don't know where I'd find a lighter. We don't really need the food, but I'm going to eat it anyway, just because it's free. So we could buy plants and make the guard take longer to come back. Compass always leads north. So we're actually going to have to save up some money for some of these things that are probably useful. A better toilet. There's also a faster rolling carpet. Prison respect. We can get things like that. Allows you to drink a coffee once a day. We can actually strategize. So the toilet costs $10. We're going to buy that. The next one costs $25, and now we can remove dirt faster. And that gives us $2 to gamble with. Eventually we'll win, and it'll be worth it. Like if you actually got $300, I could like make this so easy. And we didn't. And there's no way I'm selling 10 toilet papers for $1. I suspect a compass, there's got to be something to that. You got to orient yourself underground. Look at the size of that thing. It's bigger than a toilet in my house. I've asked the guard for toilet paper again. I think he's just going to hand. I guess that's in case you run out, you can just get some free stuff. I need all the upgrades now. Oh, I guess a glow stick is a temporary thing. So we'll just have to do our best to see in the dark. I'm not going to, in particular, look for the item the Prison King needs. Mostly because I forget what it is, but we'll eventually just find it anyway. Did I seriously find nothing this whole time? I literally did not find a single item that entire dig. But we get to try out my new toilet. Oh, and it clogged on a second clump of dirt. I did have 2 items left over apparently. So that's all fine. I am going to negotiate. We don't really have a lot of options here. Okay, 70% for 14. This man will give me some energy. I think that I actually got this cheaper because my prison respect is higher. I kind of glossed over that. The next one's going to cost 198. It's a frying pan, but we got this wonky shovel for now. Digging will be even easier again. Bronze coin already, so we're making money. 2 pairs of binoculars here. There's definitely a little layer of here. Nothing is super expensive, but there's lots of it. That's going to be something. Energy levels getting low. We really need the coffee or tea maker. What I would really like is some permanent light pictures down below so you guys can see what I'm doing too. $56, that's a pretty good price. 81% for 59, absolutely. I'm a little worried the game broke. End of lunch is 14:30. It is 19:50. I can't remember what time lights out was. I think it was 22:30. Hopefully there's no bad effects from the time being out. Even a time prison can't hold me. I'll find a way out no matter what. The items down here seem to be in like pockets. You don't find anything and then suddenly you find a whole bunch of stuff. We're officially 7 meters down. Hello, guard. I'd like to sell you some stuff. Also, lunch is never going to end at the rate we're going. 45. Energy is low. I don't know if we're going to get much digging done by the end of the day, but 5 toilet papers isn't that bad. Do we want max energy or 1 energy drink cap? I probably want more max energy. We need to get more per load. I'm going to just do maybe some surface level digging for a sec. Or something. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I guess our Prison King guy needs some kind of item. We'll maybe find it right here. This thing really moves the dirt. Okay, lights out, still working as planned. Good thing I got it all done ahead of time because I thought it was half an hour later. Another mysterious incident, this time with a guard who ran sports and basketball. No sign of him. The last security footage shows he didn't hold the door for Dorothy the cleaner. Yes, officer, you can have all that. That's all surface level garbage. Give me that and get out. And today we're going to have a stockpile of food to help us. I found item for Big Jeremy. That's his name. I'm going to call him the Prison King though. That's easier to remember. Energy's still getting low. Since I got to climb all the way out of the hole, we're going to set up a whole display of things. I don't think there's any limit to how much we can put there. We ate the gourmet prison food. We'll get right back to work. The guard won't be here for another minute. Energy level is getting low. We got 50 seconds. I just always want to make sure I have lots of time to get out. New items are on the table. We're holding the one in our inventory for the Prison King. 48 for all of this stuff. We didn't find anything particularly rare, so we'll see if we can bump that up to... We lose price if we fail negotiation. What kind of prison is this? Everything's getting so expensive. Plus 30 climbing and moving speed. I'll actually take that. In particular, the moving speed. We're also going to go deeper. We're going to have to shave off time for every one of our actions. Climbing out of the hole is going to be a big one. I found a silver idol. That was an epic item. Low energy again, 8.8 meters. Silver idol's got to be worth something good. He wants 43 for all of this. We'll bump that up to, say, 46, which means we still don't have enough money for anything at all. With the next burst of energy, we got down to almost 10 meters. And all of that stuff was worth 43. We'll see if we can bump that up to 46. It's almost lunchtime as well. I just want to take a quick look in here to see if there's anything we can actually afford, and we're pretty broke. My next task is to negotiate a cell expansion with Mrs. Dorothy. I don't know who that is, but I gotta give this guy the item he needs. That was $10. I'm gonna accept his next mission. Give me a wrench. You're Mrs. Dorothy. All right, what are some of the big ticket items in here? A lot of these just lower the prices of things, which I can think would be good. I could afford the tea thing. Enlargement of the cell for $10. It's going to lower prices. Okay. I'm not really sure what that does. It's part of the mission. Oh yeah, it did enlarge it. I think. Yeah, because it was a flat wall before. All right, give me the food. I've got $1. Gamble away. Come on, big money. Oh, it had me going again. Maybe we just needed a bigger cell so we can fit more of that stuff in here eventually. That guy's got a gold toilet. I never noticed that before. I want to steal that. I've asked the guard for toilet paper randomly since he was here. Before we call him back, we're going to top up the energy. The next quest is to hit 10 meters, which should be momentarily. We'll hopefully get a monetary reward for that. We did not, but we got to dig 15 meters towards the north. I have no idea what way that is, so we're going to need to buy a compass. I think I might have hit as deep as we can go for this area. We hit bedrock or something. And since I don't know which way north is, we are just going to start poking holes in all directions because we'll find something down here. The card's going to give me, we'll say 33 for all this. Since I have an extra second before he comes back, is that pointing anywhere now? It doesn't look like it is. Maybe it is. It's always pointed north. Maybe that way is north. We're going to dig that way. There's a 1 in 4 chance it's the right direction anyway. And with our digging power, it's not actually going to be that hard to go 15 meters in any direction. Well, we made a decent indent. We found some stuff. Oh, those coins are straight up money. I get it now. I was wondering why we're never selling the bronze and silver coins, but that's because they just directly transform into cash. 38 for all this. We'll bump it up to 40. Small difference. And at this rate, we should be able to dig at least one more time before lights out, in what may or may not be a northerly direction. It would be nice to find what the Prison King wants, but I got until lunchtime tomorrow to find that, and I think it was a wrench. I did find the silver coins. We're up to $5, and that is a significant amount of money. We're actually very consistently finding quite a few items that we dig at least. And that's more toilet paper for us. 32 it is. Spent a measly 3 toilet papers on some energy. I got just a little bit of time before lights out. I'm just going to dig around the surface looking for a wrench. We'll just take whatever's here anyway. I'm not really picky at this point. My shovel is so much more powerful. Whoops. Okay, lights out is coming up quick, so we're going to go ahead and get to that. Who knew it was so stressful being in prison? I'm going to see if we can get the guard to come over here. What's the death thing? Is that matches? I found something dangerous. Negotiate. 214. Lights out. Yeah, you can come back if you want, but I'll be asleep. So, do I need to close this first? What do I do here? I'm just sleeping. A new note from the mysterious stranger. According to my geological knowledge, you can dig down about 10 meters, you'll hit hard rock. There's a horizontal layer of soft clay down there. I just need to figure out which direction is best to tunnel through it. North. I think it's north, which is hopefully that direction. Gotta build a slightly wider tunnel as well. Found another silver idol. That's going to be an epic item. There's something bigger looking over there. I may have found the next coffin. Old coins, apparently. Oh, I think that's a wrench. Yeah, we found the wrench. And there's definitely another coffin over there. We're not going to get it in this dig, but we'll get it soon. And a golden idol. My inventory is legitimately full, but I gotta get this done before the guard comes back. I'm actually running short on time. Double check to make sure everything's put away properly. Summon the guard. I don't know why I just ate that food. I was gonna buy energy anyway, so it's kind of a waste. He wants 76 for all this. Negotiation will be better here. That could bump up to 80. Oh. We failed an 80%, well, whatever. $275. Okay, first things first, give me some energy. Now we get the frying pan. It costs only $192 now, thanks to our prison respect. We're going to hide that under there. We're going to save the remaining 78 toilet paper, call the guard back. We'll take a bite with that. Yeah, that's bigger again. Definitely big. And we're going to start to dig this coffin out down below. Pretty dark. Hopefully you guys can see. I appreciate how someone took the time to murder and bury someone in the prison, but they also took the time to give them a coffin. It was straight up just a cold-blooded murder in prison, but you know what? Let's be respectful. There's so many treasures over there. The lid is unearthed, probably. I very nearly got stuck in my tunnel, and I'm out of energy, so I gotta widen that thing before we play in there. I found barely anything. I'm not even gonna try and haggle for that. I could get more energy slots and an extra energy drink thing. Oh, I'm one shy of that. Never mind. That's perfectly fine. And as I said, I'm going to widen this out so I don't get stuck in here out of energy and then arrested again. That was a skull ring. That's an epic. There's so much stuff if you dig around just a little bit. It's crazy. I really hate the way that feels moving in and out. I'm really worried I'm going to get stuck. There's a golden idol. There's a watch. There's a silver coin. Well, we'll grab the boots. I guess we got the room for another wrench for prison guy. My inventory got full before I even ran out of energy this time. I got a little bit of time before the guard shows up, so I'm really quickly just going to widen up a little more. Energy's getting low. We only got 50 seconds before the guard comes back, so a couple more bites and then up we go. Definitely the most amount of stuff I've had on the table so far. $91. We're definitely haggling on that. We could turn that up to 98 to 73% chance. Oh, we lost a bit of money. But we're still pretty rich. I'm going to buy some energy because lunch energy only tops us up so far. And then we're just going to wait for lunchtime. If my cell door is already open, am I allowed to leave? Are you going to arrest me if I do this? I think we're good. Big Jeremy's going to get the item, $12. What's next? Get me a canteen. Yeah, those are easy. Going to buy the compass? I think we have to. Oh, I think I was right, actually. We're sitting on the shelf oriented north. Maybe it wasn't, but we, by luck, got it north. There is also dynamite. I'm going to buy one of those. Just because I can't help myself, and then we got $1 left over. So I'm just here to gamble. I don't care about anything else. I just want to spin this thing. We're so close to the lemons. Oh yeah, give me your free slop as well. I think I probably could be digging on my lunch break. Yeah, we have until the end of lunch break, I suppose. Is this dumb? This is probably dumb. I'm going to do just a little bit of digging. We'll get some more treasure going. Oh, I actually just found the item for, what's his name again? The Prison King. So I'm actually going to take that straight to him for more money, and then we can maybe buy one more item, but we're going to clean up the cell first. Otherwise, I'm going to forget, and we're going to get arrested in prison. Thank you. What did we get for that? Oh, we had a quest for him. Okay, well, we got maximum respect. Okay, we're going to buy this so we can drink a tea once a day. I guess we go put this in our cell somewhere. Yep, there you go. Lunch is about to end, but not before we pick our pole. And again. And I'm kicked out. Uh-oh, okay, going. The edging shovel will now cost 288. We have 175 currently. I might as well top up my energy for this. Although more backpack slots will be good. We're getting down there pretty deep. The less trips to the surface I need to make is going to benefit us. We got to figure out what's in this coffin as well. The lid is unearthed, isn't it? Is it now? I don't know what it means by unearthed lid. It still won't let me do it. We're going to press Q for a dynamite. Oh, this explodes on me. Oh, that's much quicker. Oh, that was it. It's a one-time use. Got it. There's a silver statue. That's legendary. The earth, apparently it's still not unearthed. Energy level is low, but we're finding all sorts of stuff. Okay, we're going to open it this time. It's a key for the basketball court. We're going to find out what's going on out there. I am out of energy again. It's definitely taking longer and longer to get out of there. But we're making a lot of money every trip. 108 for all of this. We'll see if we can jump that up to 113. Nope. But whatever. It's worth lots of money. We should explore and see how much the tea is worth. Extra drink tea. Okay, that gives us half of our energy. We're going to buy the rest here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We could get more rope and movement speed. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. And we're headed back north. It's amazing for how deep we are. We're still finding lots of garbage. Energy is also running out way too fast for my liking. All that digging down so deep, only 23 toilet papers. It will be interesting to see what we find 50 meters to the north though. I think we'll maybe be able to go deeper again. I just found some kind of coin. I think there was epic quality, so it gave me some money. I think it gave us $2 or $3. Wait, there's something epic there. Skull ring again. Perfect. I gotta keep an eye on the time. It's lights out pretty soon. What is that? That might be what we're looking for in this direction. Hello, sir. Would you like to buy some garbage? Yes, you absolutely would. 79 becomes, I don't know, 83, and we got it. And then it's lights out anyway. The next morning, we got our note from our infamous pen pal. Once you reach about 10 meters deep, start digging to the north. After 15 meters in that direction, you'll reach the abandoned tunnels. I will take your word for it. Pretty sure that's roughly what this thing in front of me is. The guard's going to be here in 50 seconds. I think that's more than enough time, but I got to start paying attention to how long things actually take. The last bit of dirt goes down. We actually got 30 seconds left over, but that's okay. Rather to have too much and not enough. Gonna sell him a bit of garbage. We'll negotiate 58. We can get 5 more max energy for 192. We'll take that deal. Also some yogurt. That's gonna put my energy all the way back up. We'll right back to work. We found the rubber duck deposit. Look at them all. We seem to be headed the right direction still. Energy level's low. The guard's still a minute away, so I'm actually going to drink a tea if I can. That gave me half energy, so at least we'll take just a few seconds here to dig. That left us with a few extra dollars plus a few extra items. The guard's going to be overwhelmed from all my stuff. He's not going to know what to buy. $70 could be 73. We got 30 seconds, so we got to pick out something new to buy perhaps. Honestly, a faster rolling carpet is the kind of thing I want. And it looks better too. I forget to get more energy there. That's much quicker actually. Oh, I also forgot my pen this time. Clearly getting tired. But look how fast my carpet is. I got some energy. It's coming up to lunchtime. I was going to see if there's anything for $5 that might be worth my while. There's really not. Prison respect is up to 5. Oh, he's got a new mission for me. Get me a watch. Do I have the item? This is not a watch. I handed him nothing. Like, here you go. I'm not holding anything, but you can have this. Gambling time. Oh, it had me with the cherries again. Eventually we got to win, right? Unless this is rigged. It isn't a prison, so... There's no saying who or what put this machine here. You know what? That's okay. $5 well spent. Since everyone's busy at lunch anyway, I'm going to do a little digging. Plus, maybe I'll find a watch for what's his name. Then we can afford to do more gambling. I did not find a watch, but I did find a skull ring. Just before lunch ends, we're going to top up on food. That way get another half energy. The few things I found, we're going to try and sell for 55. We failed, but we got something. Now that I think about it, 50 meters to the north is quite a ways, considering that's 10 meters. Basically, what I'm saying is we're going to need a better shovel. More garbage for another $53. Then we could buy some energy, straight back to work. We did find a silver idol, so that's an epic quality item. And a Brosny statue, that's also epic. And a silver idol, another epic. We're clearly getting close to something because there's a lot of epics. I just realized I forgot to use the key for the basketball courtyard. I have no idea what's going on out there. I forgot I found it. What I didn't forget was to sell all of this stuff. It's actually only $83. Which becomes 87 with some negotiation. Also just found a watch that the prison king needs, so we'll get some money out of him again. Another load of trinkets is worth 76 plus some. We'll call it 82. That's going to allow me to buy an even better shovel up to 65 digging power. It's really starting to look like a proper shovel. We don't have much time before lights out, so we're just going to do a little bit of surface digging, but man, this thing moves some dirt. And we can annoy the guard one more time with the stuff we just found on the surface. And then it's time for another sleep. I checked the old tunnel blueprints. One of the exits should be directly beneath the old auto repair shop on Loop Island. I don't really know what that means for myself, but that's fine. We will just keep heading north. Eventually we'll find something worthwhile. There's an epic quality item. There's quite a few items here. I gotta remember to go see my prison friend today and also check out the basketball court. This thing moves dirt so quick. There's a legendary golden idol. That's gonna be worth a lot. We can move so quick that we didn't actually even entirely run out of energy before I had to come back up. Hello, officer. Please continue ignoring the shovel. 101 becomes a 109. No, it does not. Well, we still made like 100. Yeah, better make that 81. That's still plenty. 15 meters can't necessarily be too much further. There's a silver statue. That's a legendary quality, so that singular item is going to be worth a lot again. And a legendary golden idol, where we seem to be finding a lot more rare stuff. That was from a single trip. There's so much good stuff. 83, meant to negotiate, but I'll take 83. The next shovel is a proper round shovel. 475, that's so expensive. But with enough digging, we can afford anything. I found some kind of end over there, so I must be close. I'm in the right area. I just drank my tea really quick. I just want to burn a little bit more since the guard's going to be an extra second. I just want to top up my tunnel. I'm still very afraid I'm going to get stuck and that's going to ruin everything. This pile of garbage is worth 69. Let's make that 72. I'm going to spend $10 to buy this poster because that's going to lower prices for everything. Where do we slap that? Right there? Good. Lunchtime anyways. I'm already free. Get out of my way. We'll give him the item he needs. We can accept the mission. He wants a candlestick. He's paying out pretty good. But also, let's try and understand why we're supposed to be out here. What's that? Do we touch the basketball? Okay. We're just in a cage. Is this all there is? Maybe we make money for winning? How do we win a basketball? My agility increased by 2. I went that way. I don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing. You may be able to do that like once a day. Nope. If you could just sit here and just go like that. Yeah, so we're not actually doing this the right way. Oh, we're using lots of energy to do this. I didn't realize. That's okay. Because we can eat their stuff. What do we got? $16. Ooh, it's tempting. I don't know what to buy. Nothing there really seemed worthwhile. We can actually raise the stakes on this. You can play a $5 bet. Yeah, we got to win today, right? Like, we have to. We can't not win, especially on $5 bets. Go big or go home. Come on, give me something good. Okay, well, you can play up to $100 per spin. Imagine being that rich. We're going to play for $1. And we're out of money. So after lunch, we just top up our energy. And then it's straight back to digging. So that's very clearly an impassable wall. If we go a little bit to the left, that would be straight north of where we first entered down. They said something about the auto shop, which I don't know how to find. I might be overlooking something. So we're just going to dig around all directions. Luckily, the value of stuff down here is fairly consistent. I can't remember what we need to find for our prison friend. Oh, there's something there. 67 for all this. Let's make that 69. I didn't get the achievement for going 50 meters to the north yet, so maybe I haven't actually gotten all the way there. It should be straight that way, really, which is basically right here. We can't seem to sort of curve around that chunk of bedrock or whatever, so maybe we still just need to go further north. Energy runs out so annoyingly fast. Probably should be buying energy drinks instead of gambling, but I've made my choice. 54 for all this. Let's make it 57. Wow, we didn't get that. It's okay, there's always more treasure to dig out of the ground. The next pile of garbage will go for 57. That gives us 463 toilet papers, which means we could buy the round shovel. Stupidly expensive. The next one is 850. It's a fresh day. From the garage, you'll reach via the tunnel. There were 2 roads leading to the neighboring island. We could stash a light helicopter there for you. If they manage to block one of the roads, take the other. No point trying to break through to shoot on sight. Okay, I'm pretty much just going to run once I get out of prison. That seems like a pretty good plan to me. We'll give the shovel a bit of a test. Yeah, that's moving dirt. So we can tunnel a man-sized hole even quicker. This might be the gap we're looking for. There's an epic skull ring. I found the thing my friend needs, I think. The stuff we just found, it does vary a lot, but we're still making pretty good money consistently, especially when they're getting 20% discount. There's a legendary silver statue, and my inventory is legitimately full again. But this stuff will be good for some selling. 89 becomes, say, 93. I'm going to make my backpack bigger. Now we can hold up to 20 things. And that means we can prolong our subterranean adventures. I found something that looks different on the ground. That might be the tunnel thing we're looking for. I'm not really sure. We managed to get exactly 15 items in our backpack. I can actually get a little bit more energy if I drink the tea. I might take a little bit more of the surface stuff. Actually, I have the food on the ground for a full energy bar. Then we just throw everything up here. We're going to mine up more of the surface stuff. Even though I should be saving some of this area for our prison friend, shouldn't I? Well, before getting too carried away with our extra 4 things, let's make sure there's nothing incriminating in our cell. Look at all this treasure. You know you want all of it. 91 becomes, I don't know, 95. Lunchtime, so we'll give our special friend, whoops, I think I just traded some toilet paper for money. $28. $20 for the next one. Get me a goblet. A goblet we can get it, but we're also going to get a better toilet. The next one is a $50 golden toilet. Okay, 3 pulls of this with our remaining $3. Shockingly, we didn't win. But our friend wants a goblet. We're going to try and find him a goblet. We got lots of mining power, so we can just take any old place. We're out of energy. We did not find him a goblet. We did find some other stuff that's worth something. The new toilet taking that dirt down faster than ever. Oh, plus I get an extra $4 from whatever I dug up. I feel like I probably spent more than $30 on this by now. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I did find a nice gold ring though, so that should be a few dollars, even though there's not that many things on the table. Now I just need to figure out where I'm going in this direction. The next step is only 65. I'm not even going to barter for that. I think as long as we're heading more or less north, which is this direction, we're doing good. Oh, I just found... We just got the achievement for 15 meters north. So we've hit the 50 meters north. Now we got to find the ladder. So we might revise our strategy at this point and just start doing like probing holes in all directions to see if we can find any sign of anything. There might be a tunnel down below, so I might have to follow that. 119 for everything we just found. Let's make it 125. Then we'll top up our energy and back to work, trying to figure out which direction we're supposed to be going. Wait, I think I found it. I think I found the shaft that goes to somewhere. That looks right, doesn't it? The dirt's got a weird thing where, like, as I dig, it like places dirt while also removing it, which is definitely a lot of fun. We got $42 for this stuff. There was nothing special in it. I think what I do want, though, is more climbing and moving speed. If I'm going to go searching for tunnels with time constraints, I want to be able to move as quick as possible. For just a couple more minutes today. Wow, there's a bronze statue so near the surface. We're just going to grab a few of these things real quick just for a little bit of extra money. A little bit of money ended up being 51. I talked to the right people. We managed to transport a light helicopter by truck. It's waiting for you. Well, isn't that fantastic? Didn't mean to go down here. Oh, I can go in and out. Oh yeah, of course I can. I forgot about my rope power. So we've got to go down. It's so dark. I can hardly see. Should we just go for it since I'm already here? Oh, this looks like it's going to be trouble. There's the ladder, but do I have to go around or something? I'm going to need lights and maybe other stuff. Oh, there's a goblet for my friend, so that'll be cash. So the guards here to buy the little bit of stuff I found. It's not worth much, but I topped up my energy with the food on the floor and the tea. I was going to buy some $1 glow lights. I haven't made any purchases to make the guards stay away for longer too, so we don't have a lot of time once we're down in the dark tunnel. I wanted to drop a light there. That's not super helpful. Where does this even go? Oh, it turns into a maze. That's horrifying. Whoops, didn't mean to throw that. Pretty sure this way dead ends. I wanted to throw glow sticks. That way I'd know if I cross back across my own path. So down here, we turn to the right when we can. What is that? Oh, that's not good. I shouldn't have turned so hard. Think I've got an idea of where I am, but also maybe not. This feels right. Yeah, okay, we found the ladder. You know what? Since we're already here, we just got to go for it, I think. Which side are we supposed to be on? Hello? How do we go up? Repair a fuse box. Okay, at least the timer stopped. Some truly HD graphics here. Okay, looks like we got a bit of a puzzle then, do we? Right? Some turn on. Okay, get in the car. Freedom is waiting. Oh, okay. This turned into a different game. I can't remember what it said, but the helicopter is not this way yet, is it? Is it? We're getting further away from it. Am I going the wrong way? Find the hidden helicopter in the abandoned whatever. Yeah, well, we're just gonna follow the road. The guardian's definitely checked my cell by now. There'll be all sorts of alarms going off. We're getting close. Making our way, winding around through here and to the helicopter. I got an achievement for making it to the end without slipping up even once. You managed to escape from prison 2 hours and 23 minutes. Long story short, we mined so much of Earth, we got bored and had to move into space. And I found a scanner that can help me find valuables. And it's already helped me find the greatest treasure of all, a spoon. It's a better dig with a spoon than bare hands. I don't know about that. Trust me, I'm an expert on both. So this is where I can put on my suit, this is where I upgrade stuff, this is where I sell stuff. Apparently I can't actually wear this. Old, broken, and useless. It's talking about Grandpa, not the spacesuit. We're just gonna get straight to mining. Spoon dead ahead, and we dive on in. How do we pull the scanner back out? Okay, got it. Yeah, I think it's showing us stuff in here. We have limited oxygen, so we gotta move quickly. I'm mining giant balls of cookie dough. Yep, there sure is. We just gotta get to it. It's gonna get really disorienting doing this in space. Oxygen's getting low. We're gonna use the booster to go back inside and hopefully orient ourselves. Oxygen has been topped up. We're gonna go straight towards it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pointing towards this, so we'll find the treasure in there eventually. Although this one over here looks more fun. It's got more like wrinkles to it. Unlike my brain. Well, we've mined bigger things with worse tools before. I took a break from digging, and in order to touch the controls of this thing, we need to find all items on the scanner, which appears to be one in every one of the balls of cookie dough. I think I might have found the piece inside. One piece of iron. My scanner is still showing an object in that same thing, so we've got more to find in there, but for now we're going to make our very first sale, $1 whole. But fear not, we can upgrade our plastic spoon for that. We now have ourselves a metal spoon, which is actually going much quicker. We've already found another piece of iron, but there's still more to find in here. Oh, there it is right there. We're getting super lucky now. Lucky us, we've got $2 whole worth of iron on board. Another piece of iron. We got to go back and we'll check the scan after this. $3 is not even close to buying anything else. I do believe the scanner is still showing some treasure amongst this nugget. I did just find another piece of iron. Oh wait, can you like zoom straight in on where they are? Is that what it's telling me? Have I been missing this the whole time? There's definitely something there. Broken shovel. Oh, maybe that was all I was looking for. It was a specific item that entire time. Here I was thinking it was pointing me towards iron deposits. So the metal spoon for $5 can be upgraded. That'll increase my digging radius from 10 to 15. We're honing straight in on this one. Okay, we got 3 different targets in here. One of them was roughly here. We got copper. Then if we dig right above there, we should be able to get straight to the next one, which might have been that or that. There's more copper. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Right there, we should dig straight into something-ish. One more copper. Yeah, we got it all. Copper is actually worth 3, which is really big for us. Now we are going to upgrade metal spoon to digging shovel. But let's see the difference that's actually going to make. Oh, that's miles bigger. We're mining the whole thing at once. We've started this game with a debt of like $1.1 million because Grandpa was a degenerate alcoholic gambler. We need to pay that off. Next, I think we're going to silver asteroids. Our scanners detect silver here. Don't be shy and get it all for us. Stars. Alright, we got a lot of different things to work on here. Hopefully this one is directly in here like it seems to be reading. Straight in we go, taking nice big bites. We got some copper. That seems to have satisfied that one. We'll go over and do... Is that copper floating in space? Oh, it was a piece of iron. Nice. We'll hopefully find some silver here. There's some iron, there's some silver. Is that the inventory full? Okay, that's gonna have to sit there. Silver is worth 10 each. That's so much more money. I'm gonna upgrade my inventory because obviously we got full very quickly. $25 left over. I like how there's just random copper sitting everywhere for us. We don't even have to mine if we don't want to. We can just be a collector. Although it's really not worth that much to do it this way. We'll go back to tearing into these big things. This one is considerably bigger than some of the others, which makes sense. As we get bigger stuff, we should be able to mine bigger stuff. Okay, we got some silver in there. That's our objective. Once we get all the silver here, we can move on to better area. 1 silver for iron. We'll go for one of these further. There's a green dot somewhere behind me. I saw the green dot once I got close to it. First things first, we're going to chew into this one. There should be something more or less straight ahead. There's a copper. That's not what we're after. I got the silver. At least one of the pieces. There should be one more somewhere up there. It should drop into sight once it appears. Hard to see in there. Got it. Yeah, right in this one somewhere, there should be some kind of different tool. Some kind of upgrade or unlockable thing. And probably whatever that is. It was like a Russian nesting doll or something. Not sure how that got into space. Hopefully it's worth a lot of money. We can't sell it at all, but we did make quite a bit out of that. And that means we can upgrade our shovel. That's going to take the radius from 15 to 20. Plus it just looks better. Wow, we are tearing through this even bigger now. Oh, it's so quick to get in there. Pick up the thing. You can see it right there. He finally decided to give it a grab. 2 more left out here. When a shovel's digging this big, we don't have to aim directly for it. We can aim sort of in the vicinity and we'll probably find it. We filled our new sized inventory for the first time ever. And that means I'm selling that. We're going to get 31. I'm going to upgrade the inventory at this point for only 20. That put us up from 10 up to 20. Ramming speed. There appears to be like a giant disposable camera in this asteroid. Do I have to dig the whole thing out? I mean, I've got time. I have no idea what that is. One burst of oxygen got us almost enough to get it all out. And we still made a little bit of money on top of that. Come on, I want the refrigerator. Is there like a certain side of this I'm supposed to see? Tell me your secrets. Only made a few dollars on that one, but $9 is $9. I'm mostly just there for the oxygen so I can get back to mining out this treasure. It was a safe. Eventually we clicked on it and we got 25 credits and 1 light. A light does sound helpful. We could try it out. Oh, okay. We just, oh. Well, we found a broken pickaxe while we were in here too. Was that what we were after? I'm very confused. Are we done with silver? Life would be so much easier if I wasn't a complete idiot. Lights actually cost 100 each, so what I just bought was not a bad find. Have I satisfied your silver needs yet? Can we move on? So I think we're in medium asteroids now. We gotta go back to the other one. I think we're already clear on this one, so let's go back to this one then. It says sector clear 100%. Where do I go now? Why are these things beeping at me? Hello? When I press this button now, sometimes these light up. Okay, that one, that one, that one. The pattern's pretty easy so far. 1, 2, 3. I got a green light from following the pattern far enough. I don't think this is really relevant to the story. Oh, this is just one of these puzzles, I think. Okay, I was navigating wrong. We found where we need to go. Ooh, look at all that fun stuff. There's even a big one. Is there anything in this? There is. Actually, there is. Straight in we go. I can't remember what we're here mining. That's not true. I never knew what we're here mining. I'm just going to dig until we find the red spot. Oh, that's got another safe inside it. That's going to be a good find. Before we dig into that, we are going to dig into this big one because I feel like we'll make money quicker. We'll get a big shovel. We can dig the safe out faster. Although this is going to be a whole... This is like mining a moon. And I've got no problem with mining out a whole moon. I just need to realize that that's going to take a little bit longer. My oxygen runs out real quick. We'll sell whatever we got on board, which is wrong button, not much. But that's never stopped us before. We're going to dig in slightly bigger because I think we might have to get ourselves inside this one. I realized I could also put the light in there. The light will just sit there, I think, endlessly. No, we got to dig right there. There is a limit to my reach. I can't dig any further there unless I get myself in there further. It would be faster just to go around. Before doing that, let's sell that stuff. It looks so different with the glowy spot in it. Okay, we're going to approach it from this side then, because it should be right here. Should be. Oh, I got the piece of gold we needed. Maybe that one down there is also one we need. It's going to be luck, like which side of the asteroid you start digging into. But at least we do find lots of good treasure along the way. Gold is worth 15 each. After all that, we have 117, which is enough for level 2 shovel. Which will be considerably bigger again. Now we're moving dirt. Oh, I found a hollow spot. There was so much gold somewhere in this thing. We just got to keep poking around until we grab it. I could pretty easily make a man-sized hole at this point too, which is very helpful for us. Even just on iron and copper though, we made $20. Now with this bigger shovel, we should maybe dig out whatever's in here because it might be a trove of money as well. This is our original asteroid with our vault in it. And since we can clear out enough space for ourselves fairly easily, we can just get right in there and work our way around it to free it. I've got to get a really powerful shovel. That way I can just like touch one of these balls of stuff once and the whole thing disappears. And we'll get there eventually. Another $12. Finally got it free. We got $100, 1 light and 3 explosive charges.
I'm listening.
First things first, let's sell the little bit of stuff we have. Learned that that's not enough money really to buy anything useful. But we can explore how the explosive charge works. Okay. That's actually really good. And everything just floats around. I like that. That made a nice big explosion. I should probably take my light back. Do we find any gold while we're out here? So what exactly do those cost? 1,500. They're so expensive. I'm maybe going to save those for a little bit of special occasions, but look at the damage it does. Eventually I'll have a shovel that can do that. Aside from that, we got to keep mining in here. I found a piece of nickel, which still wasn't what we're looking for, but I assume that's semi-valuable. Back on board, nickel is worth 5 each. This one really is quite big. Given the angle of this one shouldn't be too far down in this direction, so I'm hoping we can scoop it up fairly easily. Should probably utilize my light a lot more than we are, then I can actually see where things are and what we're doing. Inventory full already. It's getting pretty crazy how fast we fill up 20 spots. Selling all that, that was worth 52, and that means we can get shovel level 3. Which is just a pickaxe. And with this pickaxe, much bigger bites again. And we need the help because this thing is huge. The more I'm like tearing into it, the more I realize how long it's going to take to mine the whole thing out. But I'll start making some man-sized tunnels in here so we can actually get in here and then maneuver around some more. We're able to hollow out a massive spot very quickly. While also not forgetting to watch my oxygen. That was close. But $24 just in copper. Okay, I made it a little further inside this thing, so now I have a little further reach down the appropriate shafts. Like there should be a gold somewhere up there. It can't be that far away, I don't think. It's going to be really easy to get disoriented in this and like lost in the meteors. Is that gold? What are you? Nope, you're just weird lighting. $25 in nickel, 20 in silver. Now we're starting to make some consistent money, more inventory. It's getting hard to know like which one of these to chase. I don't know which one's actually closest because our scanner is pretty low level garbage. But this thing is full of silver and nickel. We'll make so much up of all that. I don't even know if we can fill our entire inventory. It's so big at this point. I also got to pay attention for the exit. It's going to be really, really easy to get stuck and disoriented. Look at all the money from that. There was 150 from a single load. This time I'm just going in here going crazy, clicking this all around. I don't care about finding gold right now. I just want resources and riches. After running out of oxygen, we can sell again. Only 86 that time. So it really depends on what kind of stuff we find. At this point, I'm not sure I can help myself. We're going to go ahead and put a bomb, I guess, there. And let it explode. Look at all the floating ores. Okay, I just want to do that on like a colossal scale. We also found a broken jackhammer. I should really just maybe grab this silver out of all this, huh? And nickel. The shiny silvers and the golds if we can find them, which, that one? Probably want to put some lights in here again. Can't see anything. We spent $1,500 on that bomb. We got it for free, but it's $1,500 worth the bomb, but we'll easily make that back. Especially because we can just cherry pick the good pieces especially. Even though they could be a little bit hard to see, that's a gold. Okay, we got another gold finally. That might be a gold too. Now I'm managing to fill up my inventory fast. All of this is going to be worth 255, and that means we can get a bigger pickaxe again. It's not at all that we needed one, but you can never move too much dirt. Look at all this. It just gets me every time. The next load of stuff, 188, which is still plenty. I think we want bigger inventory because we're actually filling ours. And that's not a great surprise given everything in here. I just sort of look around clicking vaguely in the direction of shiny things. Another load, $300. So I think it's time to finally do oxygen. There's only 3 pieces of gold left in here. One of them is straight this direction. I think that's it right there. I actually got it. I don't ever want to leave this place. I'm at home here. I'll stay here for the rest of my life. I've always wanted to be inside something big and full of bumps. All that assorted stuff, still $300. Given the depth we're in, we should be able to find the next goal pretty easily. I actually found it already. It was quite close to the surface. The next one is going to be over here. Just got to get all this other garbage out of the way. We got the gold. We got the final gold. I'm pretty content with the upgrades here. We got most of the silver shinies. So as soon as I find my way out, we'll take our light and be on our way. Don't want to forget the other light. Before leaving this beloved place, $76, which means we can upgrade fly speed. The jackhammer is only 500 though. Is that better? Let's take fly speed. So we've done these 3. I think we're on to big asteroid next. According to the guy who's leading me on this little chase, we got a nice big one in front of us. Anything else hiding out there? Nope. It's just that big thing. Luckily, I've come prepared with a mighty big thing. There's gravity here. By holding jump, I can fly. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's so big. Yeah, it's so big that it actually has gravity on it. Neat. What's even more neat is what I'm about to do to this thing. So we're going to land on its surface, dive down in, and then we'll have to make our way out when the time comes. I think we have 90 seconds of oxygen at this point, so that feels good too. We'll be able to get quite a ways down. We're finally starting to get into some of the ore of this thing. It was all a little ways in there. Back to the ship for oxygen. What? Oh, yeah, we gotta jump to leave that. Oh, that's so confusing. And really nauseating and disorienting all at the same time. But look at that. We got our own little home in there. This is gonna get weird because then you gotta change to here and then go down the hole. But the ores, because there's gravity, they do fall downwards into the bottom. So that's also interesting to note. We found our first gold on this one as well. There's our second one. We're gonna make some money here. I found Titan as well. Oh, there's also whatever that was, a ruby. Yeah, we're getting some value now. Okay, how do I get out of here? Titan is worth 25 each. The ruby is 75. 311 from all that. Since we are starting to find some good stuff here, we're going to work our way down deep as we can possibly get ourselves. We got one more bomb, and I would like to put that there. Go off? Do we need to be in the safe? There it is. Ooh, look at all the crystals. Look at it all. I already know how to grab all this. Okay, what is that? Sapphire. All right, just give me all of it. Where's the light so we can actually see all this? Look at all of this treasure. This is so good. We also found a golden disc. Looks like it's message. Inventory is full. That should be a valuable one, considering how big our inventory is and the kind of stuff we filled it with. Sapphires are worth 50 each. Rubies are still the most expensive thing we can buy. There was 989. I guess we'll try a jackhammer. I'm not really sure if it's going to be worth it. I'm going to take a little more oxygen. That's going to take us from 90 to 120 seconds. How do I... So that's a jackhammer. I just want to land on the surface. Oh, that is quite quick. Why would I want the pickaxe over this then? I am very confused. And now I can also just hold down to pick stuff up too, which is nice. So we can dig and mine all at the same time. I want all of this. My inventory fills up so quick. There's a literal chunk of gold that's worth 300. So we got 1144 for that. Can I increase my inventory speed? So close. Oh, energy. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, so this uses energy. That's okay. That seems really cheap compared to what it does for us. I think that one is a chunk of gold. No, that was just Titan. It's hard to tell these things apart in this light. Not that it matters. I'll just go ahead and take them all, thanks. This time it was all worth 800. Inventory size is definitely going up. And as big as that bomb was that went off, it's still like a small little piece of this whole thing. Luckily it does all fall down now. It's nice that I can just mostly look down and like spin around in circles to pick it all up. And I can still like jetpack up because it's going to be hard. If there's like a piece I need up over there, it might be hard to go get it. But I guess it will fall down if I free it. Need to remember to top up my energy when I go back with this thing too. I haven't made a habit of that yet. Oh, this thing's got like a hard core to it that I can't dig through. Some kind of metal core. Not sure what I'm going to do about that. It doesn't really matter for now. We need to go back, sell our stuff. Inventory is full. There's another $1,500. I'm going to buy a few lights. We should upgrade our jackhammer. That's going to take it from 30 to 35 radius. Also, I'm going to upgrade the energy for this thing. Oh, that was a big increase, so we'll top all that up. There's actually also an item somewhere above us then. No, it shouldn't actually be not far in this direction according to that. Is it that? Red gem. Looks like it fits somewhere. Well, if you say so. People can get pretty creative with where they put things. I like this new jackhammer with the new efficient energy especially. Oh, we're mining through this quick. I gotta remember to put lights so you guys can see. I'm getting a little carried away with the mining process of forgetting to actually do it right. It's so satisfying though, like you just mine that and all the ore pops straight out. This is a really good concept that you could make just all sorts of games with. As a side note, like this is such a fun concept. This time we only got $1,400. Oh dear. Explosive charge is tempting to upgrade as well. Maybe we'll take more fly speed. I did literally land on top of this though, which I mean, I guess we should have. It'd be silly not to. And we found 515 credits, 6 explosive charges. That's so much money worth of explosives. Looks like everything here is still below me. There was a green dot over, where was that? There. So we should dig in that direction. Inventory is basically full again. I wanted to bring it back before I start trying to overfill it. Only found 1 sapphire this time. Only $800. That actually feels so weak in comparison. I want to upgrade my explosive charge. Digging radius will go up to 225. I think I need to go to the other side of the planet if I'm understanding this correctly, because I can't go through the core. So if I'm looking straight down from the hole I already have, and obviously the stuff will be therefore on the other side of the planet. So we've gone down quite a ways. Let's put a bomb here. There it is. Let's back up a little. Big explosion. Everything falls down. We get a giant pile of ore. Ooh, look at all that good stuff. I'm having so much fun just mining that I'm forgetting like we actually have like a mission to grab certain stuff. 3 rubies out of all that. Almost $1,800 from a single journey. There's also all sorts of the green dots in here too, so we'll find all sorts of treasures by the time we're done with this big idiot. Next load of stuff, 1,500. I've got 3,700. We should get a better jackhammer, shouldn't we? Digging radius 40, yes. I would definitely like it so that if we can dig ourselves straight down. That's going to make such a difference. Oh, we found one of our holes. Oh, maybe these I thought these were like the entire core of the planet. This is just a singular ball. What if this is actually what we're after? Nope, that's just a random thing that's in the way. Got it. We'll make a lot of money every time we go back now with our giant inventory. Really curious what this ball is now. Inventory was full. This was just assorted stuff. But we're still making... Wow, that was actually 1,400. Not that I'm going to complain. We should probably get bigger dynamite. That puts up to 250 radius. Starting to get all the pieces put together. We're going to work our way in this direction because this is where one of my objectives is, straight that way. Maybe it's a chunks of gold is what we're here to get. We got low energy, so that's fine. We'll deal with the low energy in a minute. For now, we're going to do that, and then we'll go top up our energy. Selling all that, 1341. It's only like $50 to restore energy. So these things, whatever these orbs are that are like in here, these are the gravity. Like these are what sucks everything into them. My inventory's full already. But we have a whole bunch more stuff to sell. $1,500. I'm kind of tempted to try a collector for $2,500. Helps harvest resources. Okay, so the collector is this big vacuum doodad. We'll see how this works. It was getting pretty tedious to pick everything up. Oh yeah, that's so much better. You found a broken drill. Oh, so we'll get a better upgrade again. Are we full already? Wow, that was like an instant. So we made $1,000 just like that. This big vacuum does require energy as well though, so we gotta pay attention to that. But it easily pays for itself, like it's already full again. That means another $1,100 will restore the energy. I'm gonna increase my fly speed for 1350. We're also gonna buy a few more lights. While approaching this planet and leaving again, I'm going to jackhammer the hole a little bigger, just so it's a little more fluid moving in and out. Aside from that, we're just vacuuming up treasure all day. Inventory is like instantly full. So that tells me it should probably be the next thing to upgrade, $1,200. It only took me a few rounds of vacuuming to make well over $5,000, so bigger inventory. Now one of the pieces we need is somewhere in this direction. Using our massive drill, we're going to start heading over there. The game is lagging, we're mining so much. All the orange stuff falling is absolutely overwhelming it. I do think we've knocked out the piece we need already, but I want to use the bomb anyway to watch all the ore fall into that, and then we're going to vacuum it up. Oh, there's also a safe here. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and suck all this up, and our inventory is full. We got so much stuff. How do we get out of here? Now when we sell $2,700 from a single journey, we're accidentally running out of pieces to mine. There were so many here that it was overwhelming. Now we're accidentally hoovering them up at a rapid rate. Another collector load, another $2,500. We can increase both of these. Let's do the jackhammer. That's a huge increase. That jumps from 40 all the way up to 50. So yeah, that's insane, especially how quick it is. I also want to open that safe thing. And we found 776, 2 teleporters. I assume that just takes me back to my base. 3 lights. 5 explosive charges, which is nice because those are expensive. I think I already had some teleporters, I just didn't notice. Is that what this is? Oh yeah, perfect. That's much quicker. So then, whoops, we go ahead and dump that in here for 2,700. We do need to head in the way of the next objective though at some point. It's so hard to walk past all this ore without vacuuming it up. We definitely got the next piece. We're using a lot of energy with these new tools too, so we're going to need some upgrades. Another sale, it's been pretty consistent. That one's even on the high end. The drill could go from 50 to 60 as well. I did say we're going to upgrade the energy, though we probably should, and we're going to restore the energy. I mean, the upgrades all seem really cheap in contrast now anyways. We can make so much money in a hurry with places like this. And now that I got this gravity core thing exposed, I can just stand on it and sort of mine the ceiling around me, and everything will stick to the core, and then I can just hoover it up from there. Quickly made another $10,000, so we're going to get the upgraded drill, which actually looks like a drill. This thing moves a massive tunnel now. I was trying to go up here because my next green target is up in that direction, so we'll see if we can find that. It's actually like right there. Oh wait, there it is. Old Skulljaw, if you say so. So now we gotta go over there, find a chunk of gold that's presumably hiding somewhere up in there. I feel like we don't need the bombs right now because this thing is just a huge drill. Like, this drill is almost ridiculous with how big it is, and I love every bit of it. Yeah, I found the last chunk of gold. My oxygen's getting a little low, so we're gonna get greedy and vacuum some of this up and sell it for $3,200. We currently have $5,500. We should probably buy bigger dynamite. Now all I gotta do is just dig a little bit in here, somewhere that direction. That should be fine. We can place one of our bombs in there, sort of. Yeah, that's fine. Once that goes off, it'll attract a bunch of stuff down to the gravity core. It's raining treasure, and then we can suck it all up and make as much money as we want with minimal energy. I get 95% of my inventory full, that's fine. Still worth $22.69. It's time we explore Cube Planet. I think we're mining the Death Star next. There's a lot of targets on this. It's the same thing. All right, well, without further ado. Oh, it's harder to mine maybe. We don't mine quite as big of a spot even with my super drill. We're finding chunks of iron and copper, which is interesting. Maybe that means they're bigger. Hold on, let's give us some light so we can actually see, and down we go. Squares. Yeah, this is interesting. We gotta like knock the giant chunks out. They should be worth a lot though. There's a chunk of nickel. I brought myself a little ways down. Obviously this is a pretty big planet, but we're gonna use the same bomb and hoover technique. Give me all your garbage. The ore maybe isn't as dense, at least so far on this planet, but I think it might be bigger. I went quite a ways down there, but given the size of the planet, we got a ways to go. I only filled like a quarter of my inventory, but the chunks of nickel and stuff, yeah, they're worth a lot. That was a quarter of the inventory for $3 grand. I'm going to get more oxygen. We're going to get 150 seconds. While I'm at it, I'm also going to increase my scanner range. And then I guess we'll just get right back to work drilling downwards. I do want to open up my main shaft a little bit, just so we got lots of room to maneuver in and out. And then we'll do big circles working our way to the core. There's an emerald. I think that's the first one of those we found. I'm starting to feel like maybe if we use bombs, it blows this stuff up into smaller bits. And if we use the drill, we get bigger chunks of stuff. I found a light. This is getting very disorienting. But I am getting sidetracked at all the big chunks of ore. Look at them. They're the size of me. This is great. They're a little bit hard to free because they're so big you gotta mine all the way around them. What do we got? Low energy. Alright, back to base. Chunk of Titan. That was 8,400 for those. The chunks of gold. There's so much. I guess maybe we shouldn't bomb. That was 15,000. So let's restore the energy. Let's upgrade the drill again. That'll take us from 60 to 70. Now we're sold out. Teleporters are 500 each. It might be worth it to buy a few to save us the trip back and forth. I do have to say I like the value of things down there. So with our newfound drill size as well, we'll be making progress even faster. straight to the bottom, mining massive chunks of ore. It's so disorienting. Like, I know I'm supposed to be going down, but I see these giant chunks of ore and I'm like, well, I want to mine these. I don't care about the objective anymore. Give me treasure. And there's so much of it. I think I just found a diamond as well. That might be what I'm here for. Because I saw we're a little bit done in our objectives. Ooh, look at all the gems. Oh, and I hit a gravity piece. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we need to find. Because now if we loosen everything up, it'll fall down to this core and then we can vacuum it up. I'm so full of dopamine right now. Energy is running low. We are going to teleport ourselves back. The emeralds times 10 is only worth 1,000. I thought those would be worth more. Diamonds are 150. So the chunks of stuff I think is actually worth more. Whatever the case, there's 50,000. We're going to upgrade the energy because that's running out, but then we're going to restore it. Inventory's got to go... Actually, we're not really filling the inventory with everything we got. We need more oxygen, maybe. More scanner rage, bigger dynamite, times 2. And maybe we'll upgrade the pickaxe just for fun. Look at that thing. Okay, so yeah, I get a gravity pulse is weirdly here. Pickaxe is big, that's big. What I want to do is set a bomb here somewhere. We got to see our new bomb size. Oh, it's literally a nuke. Oh, that's fun. It's going to bust everything up into smaller pieces. Wow, that made a really big hole. That created such a big hole. Where's my vacuum? Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this. It does break it all up into smaller pieces, but it's easier mining. Without being in chunks, it is worth only 37.50. So bombs are quicker, but you make way less money. So we'll stick to the drill for now. Inventory will increase fly speed so we can move in and out quicker. This is going to be a real big planet to try and mine with the drill. I guess we don't have to like drill all of it though. We could just use the drill sort of sparingly. There is so much stuff in here too. Yeah, right. I forgot I had all this stuff sitting here too. The inventory's going to fill up again in an instant. I'm sort of just going to work my way out in this direction if I can. We're going to pick up whatever chunks along the way. We'll make a fortune just picking up all of this stuff. Actually, if I make big circles with the drill, we can clear a lot of space in a hurry too, just because it's so big. My inventory is full, but I can still knock all the rocks down, and because gravity is here, they'll all fall down to the center and make a giant mess of value. We teleported back. Look at all this stuff. We got $8,000 in chunks of Titan. That was only worth 18 grand, but that's enough to upgrade my inventory and we're going to restore the energy. We'll see if any of my big ore made it down to the little core. It didn't actually. I don't really remember what direction I was mining in. Oh, now some of my big chunks are falling into place. We'll go ahead and pick those up now though. They get caught in the tunnels. It's really hard to like shake them free in a big way. I kept mining. We basically got low energy at this point, so we're going to suck up whatever we can with a super vacuum. And we're out of energy, so back home. We found $24,000 just in chunks of Titan, 21,000 in gold. 55,000. Grandpa was a bad miner considering how much debt he acquired. We did this in like 10 minutes. We're going to upgrade the energy because that's the first thing that runs out. I guess oxygen and scanner range can also go up. We'll do oxygen again just to make sure we got lots of room to play. More teleporters because that's an easy choice. Air generator. That's obviously a better... Well, we don't run out of oxygen anyway. That's perfectly fine. More lights. I've come right above one of the green things. Yeah, we've already found it. Wow, that was quick. Free explosive charges. The green ones we don't need now that I think about it, so that's kind of useless. But since we punched a hole in the surface, we might as well keep heading downwards and just meet up with the rest of the shafts somewhere down below. We should have a target somewhere. We'll just keep running around the surface until we're right over top of some of them. Wait, there was one pretty close to here, apparently. Depending on what side of the planet that's on, we'll see if it's here. Well, even when we miss, we have a lot of fun mining and making lots of money. I've just been mining endlessly and loving every little bit of it, but low energy and low oxygen. Coming back here, we can sell that all. It's only 20,000 that time. Well, isn't that sad? We'll restore the energy and we won't bother upgrading the oxygen. It's not that big a deal. There's a green dot right here and it was moving really quickly on the meter, so it should hopefully be not far below the surface. Did I miss it? I may have just understood where it was situated. I think that's what I'm after. Diamonds. Yep, sure is. 18% clear this sector. I'm hoping I can find another piece that's going to set up a new upgrade chain. We've maxed out pretty much everything we have. Starting to run low on oxygen actually. I just said I didn't need to upgrade it. We'll sell all that. That's only 21,000, but I was hunting diamonds and we actually found quite a few. Gonna buy a few of these to make sure we don't run out. This next diamond's gotta be real close considering I'm basically on the edge. I'm also out of oxygen annoyingly, so we'll go fix that little problem before carrying on with that one. We make way less money when we're just chasing the diamonds around underground. I probably should have checked whereabouts on the planet's surface I was before giving that one up, because now I don't know which dot it is. Okay, we're back on the trail. It should be right here in front of me somewhere. Found it. Yeah, it was literally like on the surface. And that's good. Another one down. There's very few left. And another diamond. We're 63.6% of the way through this one. I just found a strange cube. Such perfect cubic shapes. Was that the... Oh, that was the red dot in this direction. There's also a lot of greens out there I haven't been going for. I don't know what those even are. Running out of oxygen again, but this time we did make 30 grand. I'm not actually going to upgrade anything with this. We're just going to try and mine the remaining 3. One of the diamonds was actually just inside one of the walls, like that I'd already mined past, so that was super lucky. I got another diamond. We're up to 90.9%. And I think we got the last one. Diamonds are done. It's funny because on the outside, that looks perfectly round. On the inside, it's hollow. I've eaten that entire thing. So I guess we're going to the small planet next. The final level is that gaping thing. So let's go give it an investigation. There's lots of ore on the outside. What are these? Oh, those are chunks of copper. They just look different. It's very dark. We're going to have to place some lights around to sort of get an idea of what it is we're looking at. Okay, that's a big crater. Like a really big crater. How many things do we have? There's a whole bunch in there. I do not like how dark it is. There's also no gravity. But we can mine super quick through this because there's no gravity. Like I can just float in the W key. We can sort of see just by our light hitting the wall directly in front of our face. I just picked up something. The sector is clear. We're actually at 27% already. So I must have accidentally found another one. I'm going to throw a few nukes around here. I just want to clear up some space. I got lots of money so we can throw bombs everywhere. I think I'm blasting myself around, but it doesn't matter. We're going to nuclear bomb the life out of this thing. How many of these do I have left? I got a few. We made a pretty big chasm here. We actually punched through to the surface with our bombs. Yeah, starting to get a handle on what I've just done. The bombs went everywhere. How far does my vacuum go? Not very far. Got it. I wish everything would work with gravity again. There's all sorts of stuff. That's interesting. There's like a structure. Yeah, I'm more interested in going for the red dots at this point. I found $329. That's amazing considering I have over 100 grand. There's a chunk of Titan. I think that's what we're after. Chunks of Titan. I hate whatever this thing is. I can't actually mine through it, so I'm not really sure what to make of that yet. Ran out of oxygen, so we're actually going to sell some more. We didn't get much money, but we still have $112,000. This is a weird big planet. I don't know what happened here. I don't know how all these chunks emerged, but they're here. And I'll happily gather them all up. This might be a natural pocket. It seems like it is. This definitely wasn't me. These are all these giant chunks of gold. Imagine finding this as a gold miner. This is like the ultimate jackpot. We're gonna go ahead and suck them all in with our sucker. I'm pretty sure after this, the missions like wouldn't matter. This would be worth like $1 trillion bajillion dollars. Inventory was legitimately full. That's $150,000. 152. I keep getting distracted though. Like I wasn't looking for all that value there. I was just looking to find the red dots. I did just find a chunk of Titan there, like the red dot in that direction. This next one shouldn't be too far if I'm guesstimating correctly where I am in space. Found another one, 64% clear. Found another one, 82%. These ones are actually considerably easier to find than the last planets. I found the golden spoon. That's about as interesting as it sounds. Anyways, we gotta go this way now. Sector clear, 100%. Even as looking for the circles, we got $41,000. And now we're supposed to go to old observation. Although it says error, I did get a pop-up where the old guy explained something to me, but I didn't at all read it. Since I'm not allowed to leave, I think I've got to do something in here. Which is not finding this, although this is a nice find for 6 explosives. I think this big thing is what I'm looking for. I've got to get inside of this. And I found the end of it. It's basically sticking out of the crater. I think what I need to go is this way, all the way to its far side. And it's like perpetually hard to orient yourself with this game. I understand there should be an opening, somewhere on this thing that will let us go inside of it. I think I got a glimpse of the door a second ago. Yes, we found it. Not really sure where we are anymore, but we found it. Is this a numbers game? We need to solve how to get in here. Solve the puzzle, in we go. Ominous red door. I want value. Is there treasure in here? I'm only here for treasure. Ooh, this looks like treasure. Give me that. Give me that. You know what? Where's my vacuum? I don't have time to sort through this. Give it all. This must be what we're here for. Is this... This guy doesn't seem very happy. He murdered me. I thought we were gonna mine another planet. But that's such a satisfying game. So this isn't just a game about digging a hole. It's a game about digging many holes. And for some reason, I'm allowed to slap things. That's probably going to come in handy at some point. Aside from that, I can carry stuff around, which is probably also helpful. Looks like we're going to have to repair from last week's dinosaur attack. And there's probably no point in opening my shop until we actually have something to sell. Those buses are going places in a hurry. Too bad they didn't do that in real life. You know what? I'm pretty sure that just circles the block. I think we got treasure to find. Select the region by pressing X. We'll go to the beach. Beach is not available. Okay, we're going to the woods. Find a sellable item. Well, how about this thing? I bet that's worth a few bucks. So, left-hand switch, call for help. What do you mean call for help? No, we're not calling for help. So I can dig or I can use the detector. In theory, if we dig far enough down, we'll find something eventually. Wait. Wait. Do you hear it? Is it the bike? I don't know where it is. It's somewhere here. I feel like the most obvious thing is probably going to be too easy. Okay, well, apparently there's something right here-ish. So we'll dig a bit of a hole. We don't want to have to call for help, so we're going to dig a big round hole. It's nice and smooth. Oh, getting pretty good beeping here. We got to be getting close. Somewhere here, somewhere down below. Wait, it's a stone. Apparently we have a stone detector. Didn't know such a thing existed. I wonder if we go deeper is better. I bet you this does not detect very deep. I found a man. I don't think he's worth very much. If I keep digging after 9, the cops will show up with a fine. Every third day, the city maintenance team resets the area. Standard procedure. Got it. I'm going to dig you a protective moat so nothing can come and harm you. That's better. Now you'll be safe. Anyways, I should probably start actually going to try and find some treasure somewhere. Seeing as it's 4 p.m. and all I found is a stone. I'm getting a signal here. I got a bit of a double signal even here, so hopefully we'll get a little bit closer. I don't even care about finding stuff, I just want to dig holes. The beeping's getting faster, we're gotta be getting close. I'm also gonna have to leave before too long because it's gonna start getting dark. Okay, we're uncovering something. We have... don't know if that's a bra, it's a bikini. Alright, that's worth $15. Clearly people bury bikinis for non-horrible reasons, so we're just gonna go ahead and clean that up and resell it.
You know what? We'll just resell it.
Okay, I got another signal right here, just down the hill from the other one. So I don't know if it's the rest of the clothing set. I was hoping I could get away with just digging straight down without having to dig around. Ooh, it's really starting to signal here. I don't know if that's because I moved more of the dirt out of the way or if I'm actually getting closer. Really starting to feel like I'm going to need a better shovel. It's going to make this experience much better. I'm not really sure. Oh, there it is. It's a soccer ball. That's going to be good enough for the day. And at the neighbor's shop, there's a car for $10,000. We'll try very hard to buy that. All right, stuff is going on the shelf. I don't know if we need to set a price for those. Whoops. But we'll figure that out when customers actually show up, probably tomorrow. Day ended. It just gives you an alarm. There's no bed. So our income was $2, expenses 0. So we made infinite profit. Okay, the next day we start and a garbage truck, rather a recycling truck, has ran into the building. Ooh, but he dropped free stuff. That's mine. We're going to take the valuable stuff here. Wait, I'm not allowed to get closer. I want the boxes. Wait, can I seriously not go over there? I'll take your soda can. Yeah, that's good enough. One old shoe can go there. I don't have enough stuff to sell yet, so I think I'm actually going to go back to mining. So for $60, I can start getting shovel upgrades. I can get better detectors. I can get more inventory slots and more powerful dynamite, which is bought at the shop. I can buy pets and I can buy dynamite and chairs. Oh, a treasure map. So we got big goals. It does all look very nice. And there's so much area to explore. Wait. Where is it? It's so delicate, but I think it's right about here. We just got to dig a few little holes, exploratory shafts, and then we'll find it. Okay, I already got it. Wait, what was that? I didn't even see. There's something in the water? I mean, fine. That won't stop me. We're not allowed to go in the water, at least not with this setup. Very close, right there. If I just dig with my shovel when the detector's doing that, is that what the game wants? I guess I can look around more. Somewhere right here is a very, very treasure. Oh, look, I accidentally made a heart. Just for you. Okay, I found it. It appears to be a murder weapon. Kitchen knife. Probably has nothing to do with the other pieces we found. I think I'm actually solving a murder in this game. I mean, I'm always being told I'd make a very obviously good detective. I'm pretty sure the better detector is going to help me find stuff quicker. This one's got a very small little range on it. We're getting close to pay dirt. Tomorrow, I definitely need to open the shop because this is such a slow process. Wait, I didn't even see what it was. I think we got another knife. I'm pretty sure this is a serial killer's dumping ground. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to keep digging up his treasure. Also, how do I get here? We keep parking here, but I don't think we emerge from this place. Also, now that I think about it, how did that get there? Must have turned the corner too fast. Okay, we're actually going to open a shop now. We might as well. I don't know if we're going to get any customers, but if they want a knife, they've come to the right place. So, we'll wait. Okay, the Looney Tunes bus has just dumped someone off. That might actually be a serial killer and they want to buy a knife. Okay, how do we do this? Enter a price. I don't remember what they were worth. I don't know, $15? How do I enter a price? Enter? How do I may run into a bug. I don't seem to be able to enter anything. What I will do instead is slap the customer. Okay, then we're going to go to bed and hopefully the next day. You can't start a new day while a customer's at the counter. Well, then let me do it. Wait. Now it is. Clear. Why do I have a cursor suddenly? I guess the slapping worked. $15. Done. Now I can go to bed. My income for the day, $31. Lost profit from underpricing apparently was $31. And my store defaults to closed every day, which is nice. I'm going to try and sell this stuff. That way when we go out today, we can maybe have a better shovel. Here comes an awkward man with a suit now. We'll see if we can, yes, I would love to sell you nothing. That's just what I've always wanted. Greetings, I'm the owner of the hotel across the road. Last night I lost my briefcase in the forest. Did you see it? Where do you think you lost it? I believe I left it in the park. I was sitting on a swing. I can't remember much. Okay, I'll find it. This man with ninja feet wants to buy a knife as well. You want $15 for this? I don't know how I got into the other mode before. I figured it out. You need to click on the customer first and barter with them before entering a price. I missed the text before because it's this color. Hey, this piece caught my eye. Let's say $16 and we have a deal. Estimated price $15. Okay, deal.
Looks interesting.
It's a knife. Not sure it's worth much though. I'll give you $9. I will take 14. And good enough. Sir, Yes, I only had 2 items. You've missed the grand sale. What we haven't missed is a stone shovel. $60. Wow, these get expensive fast. Can't close a shop with customers at the counter. Get out of my shop. We've got digging to do with the bigger shovel. Apparently there's something right here on the edge. Okay, that seems like, yeah, this is a much bigger hole. Yeah, now I can really get to digging. This is probably just some ore or coal or whatever that I can mine instantly, but I'll take the instant money. Okay, there it is. It's actually just on the edge of the zone. It's another bikini. This one will be worth $15. And we've got a new item somewhere right here. This is a gold mine. Someone's clearly hiding bikinis out here in the wilderness. The garbage truck hasn't yet run into the building because we had to restart the game because you can't save. But after a good night's sleep, it's sure to return. We got a lot of shelves to fill. Apparently there's also something else like right here. So we're going to dig right here. It's a stone, $2. I wandered a little further into the wilderness and I found a rock full of bear marks, which seems to have priceless treasure buried under it of cultural significance, so you know they're worth extra much. A blue hat. And we also found this guy.
Hello.
What are you doing out here? Just living a simple life. The forest is my home now. Need any help with something? Last night some foxes ran off with my shoes. They dragged it over by the rocks ahead. Could you find it and bring it back? Sure. What do you mean by rocks ahead? There's rocks ahead in every direction. Is there treasure here? I feel like there should be. This looks significant. I think I found his shoes. Epic rarity, $300. I'm not giving those back. He wants to be one with nature. He's going to commit to the bit. No shoes for him. Sir, please don't make me regret being kind. Here you go. How do I give him his shoes back? You're not making this very easy. Yes, you're welcome. My reward? Those little thieves didn't get too far after all. Thank you, friend. Yeah, they were like 50 meters that way. You could see them from here. That's the last time I ever be nice to anyone. Everything has to be transactional or it's worthless. That must be the bench where the guy tomorrow is going to lose his briefcase. So it'll be easy to find that and definitely give it back for a reward. I dug all the way down here for a stone. And a common quality one at that, so we're really cleaning up today. On the way back to the scooter, I found that might actually be the same soccer ball from before. But money is money, collecting the whole set. So today we've opened up shop, we get to let the weirdos come in and barter. Except for this young man, he wants me to go steal his briefcase. And there's some money and documents inside that I really need. Not as much as I need it. I'm offering $21 for that. How about 31? 31 is a sweet deal. This soccer player wants to buy a soccer ball. $9. Everyone wants to lowball me. Here you go. $18. Take it or leave it. No one even haggles. They just accept my price. $15 for that. Let's make it 30. Nope. Okay. $15. Let's make it 20 then. Whatever, I'm out. Well, he got offended. You know what? I'm also offended. But there's something I can do about that. When I get offended, I hit people. You'll regret that. Will I? I'm just... Okay. I slapped him till he got abducted by the bus people. Looks old, maybe valuable, or maybe junk. I'll risk $18 on it. Oh, that's over asking price. I have 20 put in here. 20? 20 is acceptable. Old common boot. She's offering me half price. How about 30? You know what? Let's go 31. Let's do 23. Okay, let's... 29? 29 it is. Oh, and I've actually still got items left. I'm making a killing. So this guy wants a bikini. No questions asked. Yeah, whatever. 24. Yes. And his twin brother, the also helmet wearing man, came in. Yeah, that's fine. $14. You can have it for that. So the next detector can go up to rare. It doesn't display depth or rarity, but it's probably better. The next one can display distance and the rarity, and it can go up to epic. That one does legendary, and this one does legendary. I'm going to buy an inventory slot, even though I don't really fill up my pockets very quickly. We're going to buy a few of those. We got $69 left. It's time to get to work. Now we got a better detector. We'll hopefully find more, better, bigger, whatever stuff. Oh, we got to find a briefcase. Wait. We got a signal somewhere right here. I was hoping this one would be a little more accurate, and it definitely might be. Okay, we already found something new. What is that? A toy can, $25. Common. But almost immediately I hit another signal. This one hopefully will be something rare. It wasn't rare, but it was pretty accurate. I should actually practice with that to see like where the detector hits it. It looks like you have to be pretty close to above it. Even when I am, it doesn't seem to change. I keep getting distracted on the way to steal that man's briefcase. But for now, we'll take whatever's up here and then we'll move on and go grab that thing. It's got to be close. Okay, this one might actually be somewhat deep. I'm actually having trouble reaching it, or I'm not digging in the right spot, but this detector seemed pretty accurate. I don't really want to get stuck in here yet. All right, but we might be committing shortly. When I'm in the bottom of the hole, the detector can't find it. Therefore, it's got to be right here somewhere. $120, worth more than any cowboy hat ever was. I doubt it's buried in the dirt, but we found something buried in the dirt. A mystery box, that's $100. You could open it if you want to. Well, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm just running out of daylight to find that guy's missing thing. There's also something else here. We'll make a mark for that. Wait. They gave a double beep. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Does that mean I'm really close? Okay, that was just a common kitchen knife. Well, I don't see his briefcase on just a very quick glance, so I'm basically going to give up and stop looking for it. But there's lots of treasure in the area. We'll come back tomorrow. It's going to get fined if I just waited there any longer. So garbage to the shelves. Oh yeah, we can open the box. I forgot about that already. Okay, for the day, $136. Expenses $95. Net profit $41. We've got to find out what's in this. Wait, how do we interact? Slap it? How do we look towards the shelf? Yeah, I want to open it. Okay, F to use item. And out of it, we got a cowboy hat, which I think is actually worth more. But until then, we're going to sell serial killer's knives. $17, make it 18. Get out of my life. The toy can, 25. Let's make it 30, even though you're offering 20. 25, let's make it 27. Okay, now we're going to buy $100 worth of dynamite. Not sure how that works yet. A rare cowboy hat. He's only offering me 83. I'll actually just settle for 120. Okay, that was easy money. Another rare cowboy hat, 130 for you. Good enough. So we can actually buy the detector plus. And why wouldn't we? Because now we can find up to epic, and it will even show us some information about that which we're digging for. This really shows depth. So it is 2 meters down roughly. And 2 meters I think is pretty deep, and if it's pretty deep, that should mean it's rare. Or epic even. I keep going to look for that guy's briefcase and I keep getting sidetracked. So it is still 1.34 meters down. It is so deep. This might be an epic. I feel like I'm going to get stuck in the hole, but I want to keep going. Like, we got to find out what's down here now. Ooh, we're getting close. We get double beep. What do we got? What is it? Ooh, that looks good. And that's just instant money. We don't need to do anything. Because that's how gold works. If you find it in the wild, it will just turn into money in your bank account. So here's more treasure that's only 1.38 meters down, so it's a lot shallower. I do kind of want to see how the dynamite works. Okay, I'm falling into the hole. Not sure that was worth the money, but it was pretty satisfying. Although $100 doesn't feel like it's that hard to make anymore. Here's another treasure that's deep at 2 meters, so we're gonna go digging once again. Now I can maybe a little bit see how the dynamite could be handy for getting down at least bigly fast. It's getting a little bit harder as I get down there to like keep the signal. It's easier if I actually come back to the surface to try and find it. But in theory, it's still just straight down here a little ways. Might have to come back tomorrow with some TNT. Oh, wait, I found it. Epic. That is an old vase. $320. I think we do actually have to sell that one. But we made good money today, even on a few small artifacts. Just need to dig my way out of here. Oh, yeah, I still haven't found that guy's briefcase. Keep getting sidetracked. I'm not even sure if this is the bench it's supposed to be by. Wait, there it is. Not sure what he was doing back here. So I'll put everything on a shelf, including that guy's briefcase. Tomorrow we should be able to make some pretty good money. So even though we spent $300, we still made a profit of $430. Don't give him the briefcase. Keep it for yourself. It's probably worth so much more to sell. As for this lady, $320. Got it. Get out of my store. And also you get out of my store. Don't have anything left to sell. Out, out, out. I'm going to buy this next shovel for $5.50. Then I'm going to make dynamite. No, I need money for dynamite. We'll buy a few of those and then it's back to work. Now I have a golden shovel and I'm pretty sure that was a meteor. We will go investigate the meteor. Yeah, that's much bigger. I believe this is where it landed. Okay. I will take this. You're about to finish the demo. Oh, no, I don't want to touch that. I got treasure to find. We got things to upgrade. Why would I want to touch that? So there's something 1.6 meters down here. We'll go digging for that. Wait, that was already a cowboy hat. Okay, got a pretty strong signal there because it was so shallow. Just found a silver trophy that's $255. That was only 1.5 meters. It didn't feel that deep though, thanks to my new shovel. This thing really makes a big hole. Makes it so easy to find. That's just straight up money. $100. Another signal. This one is 2.45. That's actually reasonably deep. Therefore, it might be good. So TNT, do your thing. Down the hole. Do we use another one? Do we find it? It made a sound. Okay, we didn't find it apparently, so wait, no. That button, down the hole. And there it is. It's a gold nugget. We got to be careful how we get in there. And there's a gold fragment for 410. I can dig my way out of here. Getting a nice signal somewhere here at the bench. I can't actually dig everywhere here, so I don't know if I can even reach what I'm looking for. Did I ever end up finding what was in this hole? I don't think I did. I figured I would come back with TNT to help me. TNT, help me. That didn't really work. I'm getting a signal right here. I hope that wasn't it the entire time. It was a surface level pop can. I think my detector was actually getting a signal upwards, not downwards. But that's okay. We still made $1,000 today. I didn't even see what that was. I think it was money. The game's tried not to let me leave the park, so I'm going to sit here until 9 p.m. and hopefully get a fine and be forced to go home and sleep. While also finding more poop while we waited. $5 richer. Yeah, the day's ended and go back to shop and press. It won't let me because it wants me to go check the meteor stone, but I don't want to do that. I want to dig. I started digging somewhat accidentally and I'm busted. And it still kicked me out anyway. I want to see the rest of this stuff. We all know I can't resist a good hole. And in fact, the bigger the better. So as soon as I saw another game about digging a hole, I just couldn't help myself. We start with a very basic shovel and very little energy and need to dig ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper, finding progressively more valuable ores. Also, we can make ourselves ridiculously rich and upgrading our stuff to dig ever deeper. Eventually finding an artifact that's so rare and valuable that literally nothing else matters anymore ever. I found another game about digging a hole. This one has pyramids, some of which have rendered in, some of which have not. I'm obviously pretty good at the game because I've already dug down 10 meters without doing a single thing. In running need upgrades, I have a handy desert igloo where I can get them. Also not sure what that guy's up to. Probably supervising, so I should probably get to digging, which is my favorite thing ever. We found our first meteorite, and our second and our third because those two were stacked up. I would bet that they're not worth a great deal of money, but I think I'm getting double stacks of them. I think this is where I sell 5 of them for 25. 25 more dollars than I've ever had. That looked pink for a second, but that was just a shadow. I think for strategy, maybe going deep is the way to go. It often is. I do have to say, I like how fast I can dig with this. I just stab, stab, stab into the dirt.
I do need to remember that I do not have a jetpack.
So as I stab the dirt, I've got to be sure to dig down on an angle. I was also pretty certain I'm supposed to have energy, although it did just say my inventory was full. There was no indication of that until it was there. I basically have dummy lights. I don't know something's going wrong until it's gone wrong. And there's all this fun stuff that just tells me I can't dig here. There is this. This is where we get upgrades. This one is either a jetpack or a man on a string. We'll let the future decide. So blue is battery, green is health. So I think I still have lots of both of those. Think I'm going to need $100 before we're going to really dig any deeper. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuck in the hole. This strikes me as the game where we could get very stuck. Okay, inventory is once again full. We'll see if we can find a way out of the hole. Bringing our exceptionally shiny shovel with us, we're going to sell 5 of those. That gave us $95. We need just a little more, but since we're down here anyway, let's keep poking. I can't help myself. I'm a natural burrower. Grab another meteorite there. That should be enough for a jetpack for now. $20 for those things, $100 for a jetpack, which looks like it's 1/6 of the way there. Okay, it turns out you press Q to activate levitation mode. It's anti-gravity. Okay, got it. We need to get going down to the bottom. I have no idea what planet we're actually on or what we're going to find down here, but hopefully something other than meteorites soon. But at this point, I would settle for basically anything at all. Iron. We all know that that's worth more than meteorites. This guy's just regolith. No idea what that is. As I was saying, he's stabbing the ground like it owes him money. It's very red down here. It's not necessarily that dark, but it's very red. I just found a silicon as well that was completely black. Here's something meteorite again. All right, right. It's the other button. Can we not levitate upwards? Well, I don't get how that works, but okay. So iron is actually worth the most at 30, which is 6 times the meteorite, so it's good that we found that already. Is it battery we need for the jetpack? The anti-gravity? Yep, sure is. Since I'm starting at negative 10 meters, I assume I can walk to the top of a sand dune, and that's going to put us at about 0, and then we can look around, because we might not actually be digging in the right spot, or we are, because there's a barrier. Clearly, the poles are telling us something. We're supposed to dig here. Probably. And so we will. There's a meteorite, there's nothing. While I was up there, I was going to check how much the lights were, and I completely forgot. I'm not sure how much the lights are needed. That's more so for your guys' sake. I don't know how well you can see. And if you can't see, you're just left listening to my voice, and that's not something anyone deserves. I think even the real Mars would have more minerals on it than this. There's absolutely nothing out here. There's this really, really annoying speck of dirt that I can't seem to dig, and it's just sort of getting in the way. Like I'm going to fall on it later and it's going to kill me. Until then, we're going to forget it exists because we've got deeper to go. I'm actually starting to get lots of these little fragments of dirt that are pretty annoying, so that might be problematic. This looks like iron, so that's a good find. I figured out how the anti-gravity thing works. I feel like I flashbang myself. Every time I go from down below to up here, the contrast from a dark red hole to the giant white igloo hurts my eyes. Okay, we just got more money. We got $105. We are going to upgrade our digging tool. This somehow is an upgraded shovel. It does do quite a bit bigger though, so I'm okay with this. I don't care how stupid it looks. It's going to be my friend. So now we can get the depth we crave until we stop digging entirely. Not sure what I was digging on there, but there's silicon and more iron. So now that we're getting down to the 20-meter mark, we're finding bigger, better ores. And depth is all that matters to these ores. We're at 20 meters. I don't hear any beeps or buzzing or anything, so I assume there's nothing around to find just yet. Low battery? Low battery in what? Okay, well, we're going to get out of the hole before that thing dies. Where was my battery going? Does this shovel use batteries suddenly? I need an adult to explain things to me. We're going to sell all that. We got $70. Lamps are $100. You guys aren't getting any lamps. You're just going to have to suffer in the dark. Oh, it does use energy. Okay. Think I just died. Did it take my shovel away? What? It took my shovel What? Because I died? It did not explain at all that that would happen. I also didn't realize that shovel number 1 doesn't use energy for some reason, but shovel number 2 does. I also just wanted to put a test marker over here. Shovel number 1 is this big. We're going to mine some more and jump back to where we were. Okay, this time I'm just going to buy the bigger shovel instead of the jetpack right away. One, so I can compare hole sizes, considerably bigger, and then I want to mine around the surface a little bit, making some easy money. Because I noticed there's a lot of meteorites right here. They're only $5, but I've done a lot more for a lot less. And because there's something wrong with me, I just deeply, deeply enjoy this. I've really got to remember to keep an eye on my energy. It's not very obvious down there, and it is actually quite small overall. So if it costs us $10 to recharge that, I'm going to have to start mining better stuff. It's kind of like having a stupid tax. So we just did an even $100, so there's our jetpack once again. There's also a giant piece of iron waiting here for us, so now we can escape the hole a little easier, but we have to keep an eye on our energy. This also seems like the kind of game where you could sort of just run out of money and energy and just be sort of boned, so we're going to try really hard not to do that. But 3 iron is $45, which means we can restock our energy and try and keep it restocked. Although at the rate I can dig, it's going to be really, really hard to remember to like watch the energy because I just want to go crazy. The next danger I've encountered has been those little specks of dirt I'm leaving behind. When I try and jetpack back up, they are getting in the way, which is almost inevitably going to kill me. I feel like they put the entire budget of this game into that thing. And I'm okay with that as long as I can keep digging a hole and finding new treasure. What I'm not okay with is the enormous lack of treasure we're suddenly running into. Okay, we only made $30 on that one, but that's okay because we are going to get a bigger battery. That way we need to be less worried, and we got a free refill for that. Well, that looks like iron at least, and iron is very valuable. There's another iron. That's hopefully a good sign. We're getting down to about the 30-meter mark. There's silicon. We seem to be finding many less meteorites. Back to the surface. Starting to feel like we're making some depth at least. Gotta get a bigger backpack at some point, but we have $115. So let's buy the bigger backpack now. I think we can justify it. And then we're going to aim to pick up anything that's not a meteorite unless we accidentally do it. Maybe we would be better off just going straight for the bottom. There's really not a lot of ore out here in the dirt. Ooh, yeah, we're definitely getting deep. And all that depth has yielded us 20 whole dollars, which we cut in half to recharge our battery. Wait, this looks new. What is this? Aluminum. There's just a block of aluminum sitting under the ground. I bet that's worth some money. Wait, here's silicon. We've already found that. That was at like the 2 meter mark way up there. We've officially hit the 50 meter mark though. And I found like 0 ore in the past 30 meters. Wait, I think I found another silicon. Or whatever this is. Copper. Okay, that might be worth a lot actually. Let's go find out before we get stuck down here forever. So copper is worth 100, aluminum is 150. Those things are actually very valuable by themselves. The first thing we're going to buy is battery. That's just got to be a hard rule. Then I'm going to buy a bigger shovel. That's not a shovel at all. That's a label maker. Okay, this is actually a drill, but this thing moves the dirt quickly. So I think we can use this to make some money. It also uses energy alarmingly quickly, so we're going to have to be really careful of that. To the point where like, I'm going to mine some surface level stuff to get a bigger battery pack. Otherwise, I'm going to get trapped down there forever. So 40 ores at a time it is. $40 rather, which turns into 30 after I cover my costs. At least this time we found a silicon, so there's $40, make that 30. Well, here's a nice pocket of meteorites. Maybe things actually work in clusters like that. There might actually be something to that. Maybe I just drilled in the center and maybe they made the center a dead spot. Well, at least that time we got $70. So we're gonna buy a bigger battery. I'm still not really confident I can just like jump down my old hole and start digging and have the energy to get back. So I'm going to sink a new hole for a second. That's going to be a moneymaker and a test hole. Yeah, even on this one, I dug very little and we used so much of our battery. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I always say. I don't have any way to save, so I'm just sort of committed to doing this without screwing it up. Just found an iron. Is that? No, I thought there was... Okay, there's tons of iron over here. Okay, maybe things aren't necessarily guided by depth, because we seem to find a lot of iron near the surface, and iron's one of the more valuable things so far. Like, there's another $110, and I was 10 feet below the surface. Yeah, there's even more iron right here in a big old pocket, so yeah, we might stay in the surface for a little bit and really get greedy. $85 for all of that. That puts us at $255. That means we can get a bigger, probably jetpack. I assume it's quicker and just more efficient. Almost didn't buy energy. That could have cost me everything. And the best part is it gets later and later at night, the more likely that is to happen, where I forget something. And something trivial is going to cost me everything. There's another iron, there's a silicon, there's a meteor. Let's try the new jetpack. Oh, it's definitely quicker. There's an iron, silicon, inventory full, but there's, yeah, look at all that stuff right here. We're only at 13 meters. $110, we'll get 155 in total again. We need 400 for the next upgrade. I'm not entirely sure what I want to upgrade next. Normally it would be the bigger drill, but the bigger drill is going to run us out of energy quicker. That's not really to our benefit. But I guess if I'm staying near the surface, it absolutely is. 75 whole dollars. We're back up to 220. Oh, and I should do the whole hole test as well. There's hole number 3. So they're obviously getting considerably bigger. The next one will be enormous. I will say my inventory is getting full quickly. Given we're getting about $100 a load, I'm actually going to upgrade the backpack size right away. Simply because I'm just wasting a lot of time running back and forth. I should be filling my backpack with goods for hours at a time. And almost immediately I fill my new enormous backpack with meteorites worth barely anything. Next delivery, $155. That's a little better. It's very strictly luck dependent. Pretty sure the black hole is silicon, which is something. Lots of meteorites, which are generally considered garbage. There was a nice little pocket of iron right here. I have no idea if that's intentional or random. But sometimes you just find a nice little cluster of stuff really near the surface. Okay, so all that was worth $130. We have $500, which means we're going to do something stupid and upgrade our shovel and recharge our battery. Now we have, I don't know what this is, but it makes a real big hole real fast. So like, I'm pretty sure we could just dig ourselves straight down if we really wanted to. But that's also going to use up power really quickly. Yeah, this thing's going to kill our battery like instantly, so I got to be really careful how much I use it. Wait, I just found a piece of gold, and I am 15 meters below the surface. We're definitely going to sell that. $800 for a single piece of gold. So that means I can upgrade my energy right away, and my backpack size, and recharge my battery. This mining is getting super messy. Like, I'm leaving little fragments and shards everywhere that are definitely going to kill me eventually. Hey, look at that. Iron, iron, iron. Silicon, regolith, and with that I'm basically out of battery. I'm not risking running any lower than that. That's still $160. Got a little bit low on energy there. The jetpack doesn't use nearly as much as I think it does. I'm just so used to my drill doing massive amounts of damage so quickly. So I'm going to upgrade the jetpack again to take us around even quicker and more unreliably. Look at that minefield I got to go through to get out of here though. That's going to be horrifying. But look at all the value we get down here. Okay, new jetpack. We'll give that a test. Yeah, very quick, and it's really not using much energy at all. So we can go real deep if we want to. And spoiler alert, we do, but we want to charge our battery before doing that. That would have been bad. So I assume fall damage is a thing that we're going to encounter eventually, which is kind of awkward because the jetpack works. Like I turn it on and then I look in the direction I want it to take me. So if I'm like digging downwards or looking downwards, the jetpack's actually going to pull me downwards instead of cushioning my fall. What is that? Copper. I'm really not sure the most efficient way to dig at this point. Energy's getting low again. Let's go there because we got a long ways to get out of here. I think we found a few coppers though, so we made something. $200. Yeah, I'll take it considering that was very little work. There's another aluminum. We know that's pretty big value as well. There's another copper. There's something iridium. Danger. Okay. Danger what? Danger what? Okay, we're going to get out before the danger gets worse. Danger sounds bad. Iridium's only 75. Remember when I found gold worth 800 10 feet below the surface? Because I sure do. So because we're getting danger signals down there, I'm going to stick a little bit shallower for a second while we save up just a little more money. So my shallow mining has yielded us another $145, which I'll take because that will get us a bigger energy. $800 for that. Battery recharged. My health got low. I don't really know when that happened. It might have been when we were in the danger zone, so I've got to be careful with the danger zone. Luckily, I can stay up top and mine some value for now until we decide how to approach the danger zone. We just made $105 mining basically garbage. So I'm down about 25 meters. It's more of an open pit design at this point because I want to have quick access in and out. I can't remember how much silicon and regolith are worth, but I know there's something. So that was actually still $150, and that took very little work. We ran out of inventory space right here where there's a lot of iron and stuff, but that's a good sign. And we still made $115, so I'll take that. So hopefully this is a sign of more good stuff hiding right here. I was really hoping that was gold or something even more valuable. So much iron though. That was $170. I can live with that kind of money because that actually happens fairly quickly. So this one really seems to benefit the open pit mine more because the ore is scattered, but it seems to be in little pockets everywhere. So instead of digging straight down, I think just digging big old holes is the way to do it. We find a lot more ore with more space. Like there's iridium, iron, silicon, iron, and I gotta get out of the hole. $420. Now we're getting somewhere. But our backpack is still filling up alarmingly quick. $800 will get us a better one of those. Now I just need to find a little valuable ore to fill the backpack with. We're still finding a lot of iron, which I'm okay with, but I definitely want better than iron. We're going to settle for a whole bunch of iron. Energy's getting low, so we got to make our way out. But a bigger backpack, that means $205 even on largely iron. I just found a piece of aluminum accidentally. There's a copper, so as we get close to the 50 meter mark, there's more aluminum. Yeah, now we're going to make some money. Ooh, there it is, the square shape of aluminum. Perfect. There's another one, and silicon. Yeah, this will be a big load. I'm going to let my battery only go up halfway because my hole is an absolute nightmare to move up. We're going to clear a little bit of it on the way up if we can. That way it's less stressful. And that means almost $1,000 from a single trip. So it gives us $1,300 total. I'm actually going to hold off buying anything until I have a better idea what we're up against. But even in my new hole, we are starting to get pretty deep. So I got to watch out for the danger signals again because we are already down to 50 meters. I just found Titan. It might mean titanium, but we found Titan. We found a buried box. As soon as we can get over there, we will certainly grab that. Okay, there we go. But just box. Just box, that's it. And that's aluminum. We're going back to the surface with half charge. Okay, what did we just find? The box is worth 1,000. Cool, that's even more than gold. Titan is only 100, but I'll take it. I'm not really sure what a lot of that stuff is. We're going to get a bigger battery for 1,600. Next one is 3,200. So back down the mystery hole we go with more energy than ever. There's Titan, which is still good. Aluminum. Even if we're making $100 per piece of ore, we're doing pretty good. Even with my bigger battery, we're still going through it so quickly. But everything is worth it in the pursuit of ore. I really don't want to find out how far back dying would set me, so we are going to be very conservative with our energy. Even that ate up quite a bit. I know we got a full quarter left, but that can go shockingly fast. I feel like I still need a bigger battery. I forever need a bigger battery. No matter how big it is, this drill eats it in 10 seconds. I don't remember where the danger zone was. I don't know if it's a depth or just like a proximity thing, so we'll probably run into that soon. So I got to be ready to flee at a moment's notice. Lots of aluminum down here. This one was a Titan. It looked different. Oh, look at our energy. Oh, this isn't good. We're going for the top. We should be okay, just barely. I tried not to go below half energy, but I was so lost in the ore that I couldn't help myself. We did pretty good there though, actually. We don't need much energy, but still, I don't want to go much below half. Some $1,000, so we're up to 2540. Which still means I'm not going to upgrade a single thing. Maybe we'll try a lamp? How do the lamps work? The instruction manual says we press R to place a lamp. So we'll turn everything from red to who knows what color. R. Oh. That's quite bright, actually. That's really bright. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with those. Look how much different everything looks. I can see again. We can actually see what the ores are instead of just black blobs. So on this level, there's lots of iridium and aluminum, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Energy's getting low, so we'll take those two aluminums and be on our way. So that's another $1,000, easily enough. And that gives us more than enough to buy an even bigger battery, 3,200. I like how once the bar maxes out, it just keeps going. They just didn't make the bar big enough. So our battery should be quite a bit bigger. Is it double the size? I have no idea. What? Danger what? I heard a sound. My health is dropping. Okay, we're going to move away from there for a sec, and we're going to mine up here then, because danger bad. I'm not really sure what to do about the danger area. We maybe just won't mine down there for a little while, although we found a rather dead spot in the ore, and we're not allowed to dig here. Energy's getting pretty low. We can now jetpack out of the hole, like using very little energy now, so as long as I catch up before it goes too low, we're fine. But I keep forgetting to look at it. In my defense, it is about 2 a.m., so we are getting a little bit tired, but I still want a bigger drill. I'm going to buy a couple lamps as well. I'm not entirely sure why yet. And once we get down to the danger area, it's a hissing sound, and then we take damage. I don't know what that means. But I'm going to dig around at about 69 meters because I'm a child. But we found lots of ore somewhere here before. And we get lots of aluminum and iridium, which is really good for our wallet. It's crazy though, even with this bigger battery, like it runs out so quick. I was annoyed, so I pushed it a little bit further than I should have, but we're still fine. Only $600 that time. It varies so much. At this point, I will get a bigger drill. $800. We got $300 left over. This one sort of just looks like a gun. Does it act like a gun? What is this? Nope, it's just a much bigger drill again. And it probably uses energy quicker, but we'll get over it. Finding lots of aluminum again, but this thing really eats the battery. But look how fast we're mining. So that short trip gave us $750. So while I'm at, I'm going to buy the better jetpack that's hopefully going to get us out quicker with less battery. But there's no guarantees. Like, there's no guarantees for how much ore we're going to find or where. We've had more successful backpacks like at the top. The new jetpack, I don't think it's any quicker, but it maybe uses less energy. This one basically uses no energy. Only $550. We're making less money. So that obviously feels pretty good. We could try a charge. It's only $100. Maybe that gets rid of the danger. Or it means that we're now the danger. And if we're the danger, we don't have to worry about the other one. So let's try here. I think we're still safe up here. It said F to throw. Okay. Okay. Does it do anything? Okay, that's actually a pretty big hole. Okay, as soon as I go down there, I hear the hissing sound, so really can't spend any time down there. We'll figure out eventually what to do about that. We might have to find something further up. So to do that, we are going to upgrade our drill to a real big size and get lots of energy so we can actually manage this. I feel I was mildly successful on this trip. Definitely were. $1,200. $1,725. So we got battery. Let's buy another shovel. This looks like the kind of thing we want to dig with. Much better. I know we just upgraded our shovel, but I just can't help myself. That's better. I am hoping at some point that these drills are more fuel efficient as well. So let's use this a little bit. It's probably using a little bit more fuel again, but it's moving a lot more ground. That's probably like an even ratio type thing. So it's probably the same amount of fuel for the same amount of ground, if that makes sense. But whatever, I'm not here to think, I'm just here to mine. And also run ourselves dangerously low on fuel. That was $1,000. That one didn't feel that good, it was still $1,000. I think this one's big enough actually we could like bore ourselves straight down quite quickly. Yeah, that was all the way down to 30 meters. I think we just got a piece of gold actually, which would be huge. Yeah, we just used like 60% of our thing to get all the way back down to our existing hole. And now we have a new way out. So when we want to get to the bottom, we can do it in a hurry if we really want to. I do need to see if that was actually gold. It was. Should we try another random gold hole just in case? I don't know what it looks like. I've never actually seen it. I just mine it and then see the text prompt. Wait, I'm down 85 meters. I've never been this deep. There's no danger sounds yet. So maybe the danger isn't just areas. You got to go around them. 100 meters. Oh, okay. Box platinum. Okay, so it must be just danger areas, not a depth. That actually makes sense in hindsight. Gold, gold. Ooh, we're getting good stuff. What is that? Plutonium. Given how deep I am, I do want to make my way back while getting a little bit greedy on the way up. Okay, we got ourselves a nice long canal. But I'm happy we found the money hole. We've gone right around that one danger spot and we just made $5,000. Platinum is worth 1,200 by itself. The plutonium is only 500, curiously. Platinum is the most valuable, aside from the box, which clearly has lots of valuable stuff in it. So we're going to take more energy again. Nope, we're not allowed to. Not sure why not. Battery and health are going up. Oh, now we want a bigger backpack and a bigger jetpack. Can I buy a bigger drill? I guess I can. Okay, I've upgraded the drill. I don't know if it actually made a difference. So that was our last hole. Is it bigger? I don't know if it actually changed. It might just be more fuel efficient or something. Doesn't matter. We're going back down to the 100 meter depth and we're going to mine some very valuable stuff. Platinum. That's platinum. No, we got to watch out for danger spots. There's one right there. It gives you a prompt way too late. Like you already melted. Then it's like, oh, by the way, radioactive melting your brain. Whoopsie doopsie. Get back up there. I'm going to stick around the 100 meter mark for a sec. We need to avoid the hissing pockets of death. Did just find another piece of gold. That's also very valuable. Oh, look at my energy. I really got to pay more attention to that. I get so greedy when we get down low. Are we going to make it out of this okay? I think we will, but only because we have a super efficient jetpack. Yeah, I think we're just going to be okay, but this is really too close. I have no idea how far back we would go if I die. Kind of forgot we got an upgraded drill that uses more. That's $5,000 again. So upgrades are coming really easy now. So we'll maybe take a better jetpack again so we can get in and out easy. Maybe a couple more charges and a couple more lamps. The charges do seem to have a long fuse, so I kind of wonder if I can just sort of... Oh, they bounce around too much. Don't jump onto the charge. So I think down there was where the hissing was, so I'll throw a few bombs down there. I want to take a look. I'm a little... Oops, I didn't want to jump down there. Okay, we got to jump up. Get out of the death hole. If I move like over here, could we go deeper? I can't dig here, why not? I'm finding diamonds. This thing moves so much dirt. Also eats battery like you wouldn't believe. Since we have a newly upgraded jetpack, let's test it out to leave. Yeah, it's not using like any battery at all. So we can get really low before that's going to be a problem. Ooh, I didn't mean to leave a bomb there. I'm getting tired and pressed the wrong button. Is that going to blow up? Yep, sure will. That might have killed us. Diamonds are worth 2,000 each. So a couple more charges, couple more lamps, couple more charges, and back down the hole. So there's gold. Oh, I see. The gold have like, they're black with like a yellow dot on them to say I'm gold. So we're well below the 100 meter mark now. I don't know why it wouldn't let me dig in the other spot or here. I don't know why there's just arbitrary spots where you can't dig. There's a diamond. There's a diamond. Okay, we run out of battery almost immediately. Like we dig just a little bit and we're done. So we're making about $5,000 per adventure right now, but we can't seem to upgrade anything any further other than our backpack, which I guess we will. I guess we're at max level for those things. I guess it's just a matter of going deep enough now. Ooh, there's a diamond. The diamonds are hard to see because they are transparent like that, but we will find them. I don't know why there's places where we can't dig. It doesn't really seem to have any rhyme or reason that I can figure out yet. Like before we couldn't dig past 110, now we're at 120 and digging happily down. I hear a sound. That might be the spaceship. I'm just getting nervous because we're so deep. Gold. What's that? Platinum. What else we got? Anything? There's a diamond. As long as I'm finding diamonds, we're making lots of money. Okay, I gotta crawl all the way out of here. I'm gonna place some lights around just so we can find a way out because it is turning into a bit of a maze. Yeah, this new jetpack is great. I still need a lot more energy, but there's nothing we can do about that. That was $10,000 for this trip. I wanted to see if there's anything holding the lamps up. Turns out there's not. So I decided to just go straight down for a sec. What is this? What? What? I found a giant pink thing. I'm gonna want more battery before we mess with the giant pink thing, but boy, do we go down in a hurry when we're pointed straight down. I assume that's bedrock or the pink equivalent to bedrock that exists on Mars. I'm not sure we mined a single ore that time. Well, we got one piece of gold, so that should cover the costs. I think I probably maxed out the number of lamps I'm allowed to hold, But chargers I seem to be able to buy more of. Is the pink thing just like one giant ore that I have to find a way to mine? I'm very confused by this. Okay, let's stop a little bit above it at like 150. Can I make a little landing hole? So would some bombs move the pink thing? We'll throw a few of those down there and see what happens. While I'm here for a sec, let me just see what's in the ground. There's diamonds, quite a few of. Diamonds and not much of anything else other than spots I apparently can't dig in for some reason. All right, well, let's see if we did any damage to the big pink thing. We did not. So we might have to just explore this as much as we can. But gotta get some energy back. There was still $4,000 because I found just 2 diamonds. The first thing I'm gonna do is be smart and put a light right there, maybe even one right here, so I can find my way back in a hurry if I need to. Other than that, I'm just exploring this because I hope there's going to be a hole in it somewhere we can drop into or something, because we're not allowed to mine that. Okay, I mined a great big area, pretty much ran myself out of battery, found absolutely nothing. And I found 0 ores. There is maybe a sound in this direction. There's something in this direction. I don't know if that's trying to lure me in or not, but we'll head for the sound. Wait, what's this? This is different. What is this enormous thing? It appears to be an enormous artifact. Okay. Does the artifact do anything? Because I already maxed out my upgrades. Oh, okay, good. The artifact's worth 157 million, just as I suspected. Oh, okay. 157 million credits mined. Unregistered artifact detected. Immediate report to the Galactic Corporation is recommended. Now we're going to run up with the discovery. So now the company knows I've gone missing. They're not going to allocate any resources to trying to figure out what happened. In unrelated news, a multimillionaire has acquired a private island. So, yeah. That's another game about digging a hole. I think it's a good day to dig a really big hole, or rather vacuum a big hole. To begin, we have a weak vacuum, so we're going to go ahead and suck up the trash bags. These are worth basically nothing. For some reason, we take them to a laptop to sell. And that means we get our price $2.8. The first thing I'm going to upgrade is inventory space. That's only $1, and also strength. There's also a junk casino and a room full of beautiful upgrades. Look at the colors. I'm going to go ahead and pillage some of the local garbage to sell for myself. As I'm sucking this stuff up, we are running the risk of overheating. And the boxes over here, those are also worth 50 cents. But our inventory is already full. But we get $5.5 for that. Let's upgrade our size for $1 and our capacity for $1, plus our range. And since the rope is only $1, we'll also do that. Since we're left with $2.3, I can't help but gamble. We're only going to bet 1, and we lost. We're going to bet 1 again. Eventually this will pay off for us. And we actually won. Well, take our $2.5 and be on our way. Basically, if it looks like garbage, we can suck it up. Car tires are actually quite valuable. Pretty sure that's worth something, even a cone, I think. So there's an easy $6, so we can upgrade our strength again. So now we can suck up the dirt like this, and we're moving it considerably faster than we were before. Looking for the treasure buried down below. I do believe the dirt itself is worth some money. So when we go to sell, we're selling 15 kilos of it for $1.52. It's obviously the rest of the stuff that we want. $8.52. That gave us $12.32, so we're gonna upgrade our strength again. I'm gonna go suck up more of the surface level treasure. The wagon is actually $5 too. Propane tank, that's gotta be something, $3. It's actually very hard to find all the garbage around, but there's another $18 and we've barely even dug a hole yet. We're gonna increase our size twice and maybe our inventory. So now not only do we have more strength, but we're moving much more dirt. This will be much quicker this way. We need some real big upgrades. Plus all the garbage we can get our little hands on. My vacuum is actually full of dirt at this point, but we can still fit some items in here. Plus I can actually spit the dirt out like that. So if I want to build myself up somewhere, I sure can. So if I want to build myself up onto, say, this roof and swap it back to suck mode, we could take a microwave. That's $22 for that. I can't fit that microwave on board because I'm an idiot, but we'll get $30 for all that. So I'll take another strength upgrade. We're already getting there. Apparently the next one unlocks a new layer that costs $50. I want more inventory space. And now I have this thing mocking me. I gotta get back up there. I mined down just a little bit and we already found a little hole in the ground with a tire in it. So we'll suck all the garbage out of this real quick too, or at least some of it. It gets dark down there quickly. I'm gonna use the material I sucked up to bring myself back up to here. Not that we need much. This microwave is coming with us. That's an easy little bit of money. Then I'm going to do a little bit of sandboxy stuff and build myself upwards again. Well, we're out of material to spit back out, but I wanted to get up here because I can collect that, a piece of silver. And there's also an item there. It's going to be harder to get there. There's also a tire on that roof. Turns out there's also fall damage. All of that stuff is $91 though. The silver is worth $60. Capacity needs to go up, $5, $10, $20 upgrades. Also more size. then also range as well, so we can reach further. Capacity just means that I can hold more dirt in my vacuum before I need to go unload it all. My capacity is much bigger now. I'm going to try and get rid of these now because these are mostly just going to get in my way. Plus, the bigger my capacity is, the more we're going to sell for every single time because we're selling dirt. I also didn't think to look on top of the water tower over there. I've collected 5 trash types, so I got a new skin. Oh, okay, we now have a blue vacuum. I know how worried you were about the color of my vacuum. Now, as we're going up, we're going to go over as well to build ourselves a nice ramp. Just got to get a little closer. Sort of running out of dirt already. Got to go up more. Just a little more. Okay, I think we could do it from here. Perfect. Gonna suck up an air conditioner for $25. And actually, we can suck up, what's this? An N. What do we do with that? We'll figure that out momentarily. I do want this as well. I missed what that was. Oh, there's also silver up there. Can I get that from here? I need that silver. Wasn't I just looking at silver? Where did it go? Oh, maybe I did vacuum it up. Not sure if there's something on top of that. The tip of that might be vacuumable or it might not. So we'll drop down a layer, grab a tire, and see if we can start taking this away again. We can sell all this, $116. I think I probably want to buy some lamps. Also, the rope needs an upgrade, and so does my inventory space. So we'll buy a rope upgrade. I've gotten a lot of upgrades so far, and I haven't used the lamps once. What do I do with this end thing I'm carrying around? Is that just like part of me now? That's fine. The end came from there. Oh, we can actually put it back. I got an achievement for that. Aside from that, we should probably actually start to dig downwards now. I think our vacuum power is big enough that we could basically just vacuum ourselves straight down if we want to. There's lots of garbage on the way we should suck up. I know there's more valuable stuff down below. We're entering another chasm as well. I went in and slapped the light on there so you guys could actually see. We got a car down over there that came with a light, and sometimes there's more valuable stuff down here, like a propane tank. Inventory's full. Story of my life, $22.59. Now we actually have to work for our, money and stuff. Lamps are $5 each. So basically, I don't want any more of those right now. But at least we got one blue light. We're going to suck up this tricycle. A new location has been discovered, the car. There is also a light. I think I can actually take this with me. A Scribbled Genius scroll. I also just got a coupon so we can sell for 25% more for a minute. We just need some stuff to actually sell then. Well, I'll take anything I can get. That's gonna have to be good enough. It doesn't last very long. I'm desperate, so $78 though. And a scanner for $150. Pinpoint hidden items inside junk material. Each scan is precious. Yeah, so am I. Gonna buy a couple more lamps. I did a scan. There's a lot of stuff down below. Can't remember. I think we have to recharge it every time or something. Wait. Nope, that was nothing. I think we're looking for a special color ping. Instead, we just got a whole bunch of them. So, you know what? Let's just keep going downwards. Already hit another propane tank, another pocket. It gets really annoyingly dark really quick. But we're just going to keep heading down. The better stuff will always be at the bottom. Ooh, there's another wagon. We know those are worth more money. We found the front of another car. I think it might be worth digging around these. It is a new location known as Car 2. There's also, I guess, another one of these. An upgrade for 10 seconds of ultra suction. Oh, okay, so we gotta actually use that. Gee. Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's huge. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going down. I know we can't see a thing, but I'm gonna take advantage of ultra suction. I also shouldn't go past my rope, which I also did. Not really sure what to do about that. Gonna have to use my limited capacity to sort of jump up to the rope. That might be okay. Yeah, we barely made it, but we made it, and that's all that matters. $45 sold. I need the next tier rope. I don't know how to hit the next tier. I did also unlock a new skin, so we get this one now. So I can't really go any deeper yet because I'm out of rope. Maybe I gotta dig around the car more. There's a suspicious sandwich. It smells like hope. Okay, that gave me plus 25% health. I don't know if that's permanent or temporary. Maybe I should have used my scan in a spot where it could actually find me something useful. Ooh, I did just find a new cavern right here, basically as far down as my rope goes. Hopefully this is full of good stuff. If we could just get a light in here. Propane tank, box, not sure what this one is. Bathroom scale, $6.50. We definitely can make pretty good stuff. Inventory's full. All of that stuff was worth another $45. I think level 2 is what I need here. Some upgrades are unlocked by membership, so I need $150 in total to get more. I get it now. So we're gonna scan the surface, grabbing whatever garbage we could find. At the surface, it doesn't take long to get 14 items. That's worth another $12 only. But that puts us up to $144, so we only need a couple more dollars to level up. Plus, if I'm digging, I'm happy. Simple as that. We bought another 10 items for $11. Now we can upgrade. Upgrade membership. Now I just need the money for the actual upgrades again. Straight to the bottom. Actually, I guess I can mine here. As long as I can jump up to there again, we're okay. So we'll dig around down here. Immediately found a $10 toilet. That's actually huge. And I'm on a layer down here that's so tough that like my current vacuum won't even dig through this. There's a wagon. I'm hoping once we break into this new layer of dirt, the items are even better again. But we'll make a lot more money just being down here. 14 out of 14 items filled. And that's going to be worth $87. Rope needs to be longer. That's only 30. We'll do maybe one more strength so we can start going down a bit and a couple lamps. The rope now officially touches the bottom of my hole. And I think this is as deep as we should really go for now, so we're going to explore around in the new dirt, where there's obviously going to be much better stuff as soon as we actually find something, which isn't happening very quickly at all, but hopefully the dirt itself is worth more. My vacuum is full. I only found 5 items, none of which were new. But the level 2 junk material is worth actually considerably more than the base stuff, so we still got $42 even though we found basically nothing. Rope upgrade, we need to go deeper. Much deeper. We're only 24 meters down. I found a train car, and also this would be good, an upgrade for 10 seconds of ultra suction for when your mom is too busy for a visit. I use ultra suction. I just want to sort of go down in a random direction right now. It sucks it doesn't suck up the other items quicker. It moves the dirt quickly, but other items is still regular speed. I found a whoopee cushion in the dark. The dirt down here is actually so valuable it might be worth filling up the vacuum every time. We'll see what the whoopee cushion does. Okay, this made me jump once. Don't know what I would have done without that useful feature. But this next load of stuff is $150. So we get $162. We're going to upgrade size twice. We need to move that dirt. We should also get a little more capacity as well. So we'll get right back to making a bigger hole in our big hole. And I forgot to buy lights again. But we'll be okay because I can stick near the one light I have and there's lots of garbage to be found. We're actually moving a lot of dirt now. Like we're really sucky a big spot. There's a big pocket of white porcelain stuff up there. Toilets and scales. We're full again, 14 items. Almost $10 each though, $136. I guess we also have to factor in the junk material though, which was worth 30. First things first, 2 rope upgrades. And then we're going to buy another 3 lamps. And you know what? We're going to gamble. We got $4 left over. We're going to turn it into more. And with this big win, yeah, we actually won 3.5. So we basically won our money back. Which, as far as gambling is concerned, is a success. Now we can go deeper for better garbage. Just on a sewing machine, that's a bathroom scale. It was getting so dark that I couldn't see, so I had to sacrifice one of my lights. With the amount of money we're making now, I can afford to buy a $5 light pretty routinely. Not sure what that was, a microwave. That's the bottom of our rope, but there's also another chasm here. There's like a heart in there, a glowing heart. And we're actually 40 meters down already. And what was this thing? Whoopee cushion. Okay, well, we'll do that again. Plus, actually put a light so we can see what we're doing in here. Inventory's actually full, which is good because that went quick. $226 this time. Some of this stuff is getting expensive. So a couple lamps. Do we want another size upgrade? We probably do. Probably need more inventory space too. That's filling up pretty quick. My main concern right now is basically lamps, just so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Because yes, I am often narrating what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean it makes sense. I thought it would be a good idea to tunnel in this direction for a second, and I think I found the edge plus a phone. But I've chewed out this entire spot so far. My thing's only 3/4 full, but we can really move some dirt in a hurry now. Full once again, definitely need longer rope. Only 169 this time. It's actually quite a difference. There is a scanner too, but let's take another 2 levels of rope and then a couple more lamps. I just found an air conditioner. That's got to be pretty valuable. I found several air conditioners. We're coming down to the 50-meter mark, which is probably exactly where that is. I think it's as far down as our new items, a DVD player for $30. That's as far down as our rope will go for now. We'll add a little bit more light to our situation and see what we got. I don't know what this is. Is that a ticket? Okay, only on this one. Still, it means it must be out there. It's a Bitcoin paper wallet. How exciting. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't found that. Phone, microwave. There's definitely consistently better stuff down here. We're just about 50 meters. This looks special. Oh yeah, that's a super suction thing. We're gonna hold on to that for now and use it when we feel like it, which is good because I was about to use it without realizing my vacuum was basically full. The value for all that, 280, that's better. Definitely. DVD player was 30. Microwaves are 22 each. The phone is 26. We have the $300 we need for the next upgrade, but we don't have enough upgrades down here. We need one more. So we're gonna do size again. Now that bar should be full. We just need the $300 again. But I think I also want a little bit more capacity and actually one more range and a couple lamps. I'm going to start to widen my hole a little bit up and down too. I keep getting caught on the edges and it's eating up a little bit of time. I found a hi-fi stereo. I'm not even sure where. I was just vacuuming the floor a little bit. I think I'm actually going to use my super suction thing for a sec and just try to open up a big area here because there's lots of valuables in the neighborhood. I've officially hit 50 meters underground. Okay, we actually got to put a light so we can see what we just exposed. Yeah, that's a good pocket. We're down to the next level of dirt. That was a hi-fi stereo. That's a toilet. That's a microwave. Air conditioner. Yeah, we're going to start making some real good money. There really are lots of items buried in the dirt. It's just a matter of actually moving enough to discover them. But that's where a whole bunch of time comes in handy because you can just reveal them all. Inventory is once again full, but we got 16 items. And we're going to suck on the way up. Almost $400 this time. So we can level up here. Our upgrade membership is upgraded. Do we want more strength? What is it we need next? Absolutely strength and a couple lamps. So now we can burn through the next layer of dirt. At least I thought we could. Why can we not go down? Strength upgrade needed. We need even more strength. Well, that's fine. We can get more strength. Especially with the quality of items we find in this particular layer of dirt. My vacuum is once again full, but I emptied out all that. Only got 11 items though. Still worth $300. So let's upgrade the rope so we can go a little bit deeper. Oh wait, we need strength before we can do that. I forgot already. I think we might need one more. It says 5% unlock new layer. I'm pretty sure that's what it refers to. But that's okay because we're sucking dirt this fast, which is a big difference from where we started. We still can't go through the next layer. We need that next $100 upgrade, but that's fine because we have more strength for now, so we'll suck up the dirt even quicker. Plus, I just can't get enough of the garbage hunt. I did get one of these, an upgrade for 10 seconds. You know what? That's actually a good spot to use it. Let's go ahead and start that, and now we're going to suck up all the dirt and find lots of items. Really should focus only on the dirt for this, because the items are still eating up so much time. But look at all this stuff we're revealing. There's so much, and there's another cell. Yeah, it's another power cell. I'm going to save that for next time, because our vacuum is almost full anyway. $400 for all that. So that means we get another strength upgrade, and let's get another size upgrade. We need to be moving big chunks of dirt. Maybe a little more capacity would also be good. And then with our leftover $17, 3 lamps. Every upgrade should be 5%, and those might grow like exponentially. We'll know for sure once we hit the bottom. So we can go through this next layer, and this dirt should be worth even more again to sell. Wait, what is that? Are you actually something cool? $34. We've gone from garbage miners to like actual miners. We're mining stuff of like proper value now. Dynamite? Wait, what? We've discovered the mines. Can I suck that up? Should I be worried about that? What is this? What is that? Oh, it's another sandwich. Did that replace my other thing? Okay, well that gave us more health. Still don't really know what we need health for too, actually. Okay, that's a dynamite thing. That's money. Laying some lights down to try and take a look at what we're doing down here. I assume this dirt is worth more. What are you? Ooh, you're coal, right? Yeah, give me all of this. There's more coal around in the walls still. We're going to start to make tons of money. There appears to be a worm. That actually jump scared me a little bit. I think I can actually hear them moving around. Wait, what? Oh, I turned it around. Maybe I gotta touch the dynamite and time it with the worm. Wait, there's also a pocket right here I didn't see. Let's put a light down there somewhere. Can I put a light in here? Hello? There we go. And is that something or nothing? Light? This is just a big empty hole. Our inventory's full anyway, so we gotta go to the top. Not sure what we're supposed to do about the big worm. We're supposed to time it and explode it, or just... Wow, that was, bad. Anyways, $524 thanks to that coal. Why does the rope upgrade that color? Okay, we'll buy one of those. Couple lamps, and we probably want more size again. Probably overdue for a scanner. We should bust out a scan down there maybe, and more lamps. I'm just assuming there's like more than enough stuff buried in the ground that we can make all the money we need. So I'm done at worm dynamite level. We're perhaps going to do a scan right here and see what pops up. There's a yellow item towards where the worm went. What's that? Pick coin. Any more yellows while I'm here? Yeah, I see the pick coin. Please get out of my way. Lots of stuff, but nothing particularly intriguing. All right, well, we're going to hit the button because I can't help myself. Interact. Good. We made an explosion, which revealed us more of my beloved coal. And we're going to keep it going down. I'm not really sure what the point of the mines was, other than to give us some nice coal. Is this another power cell? Maybe I should use the one I have now first. We'll just go down real quick and do... Whoops, I think I'm being wormed. Oh, it's actually killing me. Okay, so it turns out you gotta move once the worm gets to you. Our health is really low. I might have to go to the surface. We're gonna go to the surface to be safe, because our health is like on 0. I almost just died to fall damage. We're going so quick by the time we get to the top of the rope. Still, $241 for that little bit of stuff. Probably more rope to go deeper. We'll take a little more inventory space. How do I get health back also? I think I missed that part. I guess it does regenerate slowly. Oh, I can move this dirt now, so I'll go ahead and get this out. There might be something hiding in here. There's definitely at least a telephone, so my health can slowly regenerate while I'm just moving this suspicious amount of dirt. A microwave? Wow, this was totally worth it. Oh, there is also the crowbar of serious business. That's sort of just a new rare item. Oh, we do actually sell it though for $60. So that was actually 140 just for that. We'll increase the range because that's falling behind. Also, we've unlocked a new something. Which one is it? Is it you? Purple. My HP is not coming back very quick. But that'll probably be fine. As long as I don't stand in the worm again, we won't die. I didn't notice that big pink thing before. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there was another ham sandwich actually sitting there that I forgot about. So if I eat that, is that going to heal me? Yep, it sure did. But also, yeah, like, I don't know how I missed that the first time around. What are you? Genius jar. So nothing I should ever be in control of. Okay, what tube was this? That's a bunch of power cell for another 10 seconds. I think I see another rare item down below. I'm just trying to do this carefully and cautiously. Because if that worm shows up, I gotta get moving fast. Need 1,000,000 lights for any one spot so we can actually see. Okay, there's more HP again. That's good. What was this one? Oh, is that just a whoopee cushion? Fine. We got a pebble from the moon. Is that actually an item? Suspicious sandwich. We'll eat that. We're back at full HP. Yeah, pebble from the moon is just a rare item. And considering it's only one I found, I would assume it is quite rare. I think I accidentally used my extra power section thing too without realizing it, but that's fine. The rope can't go down any deeper for now, so we're just going to kind of tunnel around looking for treasure. We can find coal here at this level, so even basic stuff could be real valuable. I heard the worm come back. This time I could actually see it. So it does sort of track you, but you can slowly dodge out of the way. My backpack is full of dirt. Back to the top. $850 for this. The pebble from the moon was $250 by itself. And the genius jar, $200. We definitely need more rope. Okay, $200 there. Let's do a little more size. Then we're kind of running out of space again. More lamps. I don't know if I want to do a scan right now. We'll upgrade our range. Then right back down we go, deeper than ever. Now that I'm doing this, it's really dawning on me like just how big like our dirt moving capacity is. It's huge. What is that? Iron, $41. It's even better than coal. Think I heard the worm again. Oh, okay, here's another mine full of, is that silver? Nope. Yeah, it was actually. The worm returned for me. Don't touch my sandwich. Okay, thank you. Gonna save that for later. Oh, I'm actually also running out of lights. I put so many to see. Once you get in these big areas, you really use them up. To be fair, I did put them a little bit close together. There's a $27 monitor. I'm gonna keep going down a little bit here, because I need more lights to sort of explore the mine. Well, this is as far as I can go anyway. But look how fast we're moving the dirt. Every time I start moving the dirt, I can hear the worm. I think we sort of summon it. The worm is starting to actually get pretty annoying. Every time I go to do anything, it shows up and I have to slowly walk out of its stupid way. But our backpack is full enough and I'm annoyed enough, I'm going to go sell. Another $800. That silver is worth a lot. I'm going to get another size and probably a few more ropes just so we can be sure to keep getting deep. Plus, we've unlocked another skin. That one. Now we get like a black rusty vacuum. I just realized I forgot to buy lights and I also don't have the money for it, so we're going to get some surface level garbage and sell that and buy some lights. We're moving dirt so quick now. Like I'm having trouble even walking because we're just making a Grand Canyon everywhere. Oh, that's only worth $23, but that's fine. That's 5 lights. That'll do us for now. Plus there's some spots up here that probably have lights a little bit close anyways. Okay, so we got to look at this mine shaft one more time just to make sure we're not missing anything. Plus I will never pass up an opportunity to use dynamite. That did actually reveal a, I don't know, plutonium rod or something. What is this? Suspicious wizard wand. You know, that's going to be worth some dollars. Probably not as much as the wizard who buried it. Ooh, look at that guitar. E-guitar. $33. There's some cool stuff up on the ceiling. Guitar amp. I don't know what that is. I'm too lazy to go get it. Run out of lamps so quickly. Are we about to drop into a chasm? Okay, we got mine 4. I think I hear the worm. Worm, I'm ready when you are. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. And lucky for us, we are out of lights again. So I'm going to focus on anything that looks mildly valuable, a guitar and maybe whatever this is. Sky Bandit's cash bundle all the way back to the top. 2,000 for this. That's crazy. The wand was 300. The cash bundle was 1,000. The first thing we're going to need is a whole bunch of lamps. We can easily afford them now. Inventory space is sort of filling up quick, so we're going to buy some of those. Maybe more strength just to get the dirt moving quicker. More capacity too, so we can hold more dirt. And we need to visit the red container so we can unlock Bluey. I've hoovered up another guitar and we're going to see what this is. That's a sandwich, so we don't want to take that. We'll use that if we need it later. Tons of guitars. We'll go ahead and wait. Let's grab that first. I don't think the dynamite blows this up. Gold for $80. Dynamite? Boom. That was really big. That's a whoopee cushion, so we can just use that. Look at all this stuff down here. That was silver. That was silver. That was guitar amp. Need more lights. Can we go through this? Nope, we need to level up before we're going deeper. Even that though, that's still 21 items and there's more sitting right here for us. This time was only 816. So with that, I'm only going to buy some lamps, maybe a scanner. And then we can find out if there's anything hiding down below. This might be a bit of a dumb place to use it. But I'm a bit of a dumb person. Scan. There's a yellow item right there. Special item, Bitcoin wallet. Okay, not sure how much that was worth, but there's also an item right here. Just trying to get to it. And that's a superpower thing. Okay, anything else on the scan? Just lots of assorted stuff. That's okay. Superpower. We're going to just move a bunch of dirt and reveal a whole bunch of items. More guitars for sure. Plus more ore. That looks like gold. That was gold. Yeah, if we start to find lots of gold, this will get real easy. Another superpower cell activated, so we're just going to tear through the dirt once again, going around all the items. Well, trying to place some lights, which kind of worked. We did at least find another gold. The harder layer is getting up higher. Also found, is that a coupon? Yeah, it's a Bitcoin. I think that just gives me instantly $81. Okay, vacuum is also full. Got it. I just realized as I'm going up and down, I think my radar is actually picking up on something. But there's $875. That gives us $1,821. Want a couple more laps. Maybe a little more range. It's only $100. I thought I heard a radar sound. I realize now it's probably my vacuum giving me the warning that it's full or overheating because I've been sucking on the way up and down. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Lots of guitars and lots of silver down here. If I can actually fill my backpack with it, it would be really good. Also found the edge of the level in this direction. Vacuum is once again full, only 12 items collected. But I could probably grab a few on the way up that I've been lazily leaving behind. $753 for all that, and that means we can level up our membership. More lamps for us. I'm also going to buy another rope. Not that we need it yet, and then more lamps. Now we just need like $10,000 more for the strength upgrades we need to break through this next layer. I forgot about the actual minecarts in the mines. There's a whole pile of gold sitting right here. Vacuum full again, 15 out of 21 items acquired. I got bumped off my track and found a budget power cell. Okay, we sell off of that. We can actually get the strength upgrade. We need to go through a new layer now. We're also going to get another rope upgrade to make sure we can go deep. So we'll set a new light. Down we go. Our hole is so big now. Oh, okay, this is different. Should I be worried about this? This looks hard to navigate. We're going to need so many lights to do this. Well, the rope ends there. There is a lot of stuff to mine. I guess I can build myself up with my mining dirt. What's that? Shakespeare's Fast and Furioso. Yeah, that was one of his better works, wasn't it? There's a whoopee cushion. Still, I'm misunderstanding what those are. I think they actually have a use. I'm just stupid. There's a much bigger worm. That thing is enormous. There's also like this weird clump of dirt. I'm not sure if that's where a worm went before or something, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah, it looks like we can actually dig in there. We are absolutely going to go take a look at this. Ooh, golden sneaker. What are you? Moon boots. Do we have to go upwards from here? I think we might have to tunnel our way upwards to get to whatever's here, or I'm doing this completely backwards. The enormous worm is back, but it's below me for now. Okay, so it turns out this stuff, like, you got to go from the dirt. You can't build this off of nothing. So like, I'm not allowed to place dirt directly on the stuff below. But I got a way of doing this. There's gold. There's another whoopee cushion. This is a tedious process, but I'm really curious to see what's up here. My vacuum's actually overfull, so I had to like put extra down because it's kind of hard to navigate up here. Oh, wait, is that just the backside of a mine shaft? I may have just done that backwards entirely. Yep. All we did was that completely backwards. But that's fine. That was a fun little adventure. Let's go back up and sell. $1,775. Shakespeare's play is only worth $500, so he's fallen off for sure. We need lots of lamps, probably more size, just so we can move as much dirt as possible. Maybe some range and more lamps. Now to navigate this sapphire, that's $100. Yeah, I can see this getting really annoying to deal with. But sapphires make it feel better. I'm going to try and like build myself sort of a path along here because I haven't upgraded the rope yet. I just want to work my way deeper and grab as much value as possible. There's even a red gem down there. And more moon sneakers, which I very much want and need. Now my inventory is full. I got to get back to my rope, which is all the way up there. Oh, I can actually use the moon boots for something? That's interesting. We're going to sell everything for $1,800. What? Low gravity. Oh, interesting. So they just make it so we can... Didn't realize I missed dirt up here. They just make us jump around a lot, which could be good for the area down there, or it could turn it into a complete disaster down below. We obviously need a few rope upgrades. I just want to use the rope to go up and down. Also more inventory space. The ropes will be able to take us a long ways down. I do want to grab things like this if I see them. The ropes can now take me all the way down to this one where it's nice and dark. What is that? A Vista install disk. That may be a Windows reference. I'm not sure. I hear a big worm, so we're going to move way out of the way. That's not super helpful. Thanks. You know what? That's okay because there's a sandwich right here we can eat. And oh, actually close to some of those red gems. So the dirt can take us as far down as here. What is that? Ruby. It's $110 each. And that's going to be pretty helpful because I mostly just want lots of rope upgrades to get us through this as quickly and painlessly as possible. Working away. Oh, inventory's actually full already. There's so much good stuff. Clearly I need a bigger inventory. $2,700 this time. Rope still costs $550 each, so we'll get 3 of those, and then we'll still get enough for maybe more inventory space. Capacity we don't really need. Range might be nice where we're at. It's really easy to get bumped off these ledges on the way down, as it turns out. I just took a big hit to fall damage. But now the ropes will let us go much deeper again. And we're going to take something from what we just learned and open our hole. Also got another Bitcoin wallet. We need some lights everywhere. Lots of rupees here. The ground is made of gems. Do I hear a big worm? Where is it? I hear it. Oh, it's way up there now. Oh, I also didn't notice a big, like, rocket ship or whatever down here, to the surprise of no one. I can suck from so far now. I want all of the gems. Can't quite get that one too far. I think we're almost at the bottom. There might be a new kind of gem as well. There's definitely a new emerald, $125. Plus the glowing pink thing. Glowy mystery briefcase. What's inside? More than a royale with cheese. Probably, yeah. More moon shoes. Haven't actually put those to proper use yet. All sorts of gems and good stuff. Tons of moon shoes. Is that... That's still above us. Inventory is once again full all the way to the top. We're down to 120 meters. $3,800. The mystery briefcase was $1,100. Definitely more lamps. We're placing a ton of those. I think I also want a scanner. And what else do we upgrade? Probably the rope, because we still got to go deeper. Way deeper. Probably more range. All the way back to the bottom, I did a scan to see if there's anything. Yeah, there is something, but that's like directly below us. I think we're going to hit that no matter what we do. And it's just a canister anyway. I really shouldn't be worried so much about the yellow canisters. About to touch 140 meters. Coming up on 150 meters. That looks like it's as far as we can go for now. I'm going to use a budget power cell. And we're going to absolutely decimate the surrounding dirt with how strong we are. We're getting all sorts of new gems and stuff. Diamonds. Plus some kind of fancy crown. Diamond should be worth a lot. Crusty royal headgear. Pretty sure if we're mining at this layer, we're just going to make stupid amounts of money. Plus a Bitcoin wallet for $88. I've got to be really careful here not to dig myself below the rope. I guess I can spit my dirt back out to go up. It would just be annoying. The vacuum is full all the way to the top. This journey is starting to take a while. $4,500 from a single one though. So we can upgrade the rope twice and still make a healthy profit. We're going to upgrade the size twice. So what was big before is much bigger again. I'm really liking how the ground is basically made of diamonds at this point. I do have another power cell, so we're going to do the same thing as before, except we're finding even newer fancy stuff. Just keep digging in all directions. Oh, I think it's uranium for $200. And the ground is just made of diamonds. There's another one here, there's another one here, there's another one here. I feel like it's narrowing up, but there's tons of diamonds. My vacuum is also full. But we got 20 items, all of which I think were diamonds or better. $3,700 for all those. To go any deeper, at least with our rope, we're going to need $20,000 to upgrade the tier. I also have a new skin somewhere in this container. It's red. Straight back down, we've got diamonds to mine. I felt like a weird little pocket over there. What is that? Kind of in a weird little spot. I'm not actually sure what's going to be in there. We'll have to explore that because my vacuum is once again full. 3,000 for this one. Diamonds and emeralds. All right, back down to our mystery hole. So far there was a diamond and a sandwich. Diamond, emerald. Not really finding anything we haven't seen before yet. But I'm thinking this has to go somewhere. Well, there's definitely a piece of uranium, which is quite valuable. Our vacuum is so big, we suck the entire tunnel out like this. Think we're back out in the open cavern again. I think it just made a big loop. But frustratingly, my vacuum's at capacity again. Emergency dust bag. What does that do? Oh, it actually emptied out my vacuum. Nice. Okay, the tunnel right here immediately splits. That's my main tunnel. I explored that way a ways. This goes somewhere else entirely, apparently. Is that a budget power cell? Okay, we're getting into more uranium and diamonds. I like this route. Yeah, I think it's also full, so we're going to have to finish exploring this later. We'll go this way a little ways, I guess, just to see what's down there. It's frustrating that I'm leaving so many diamonds sitting right here. All right, there's another $4,000 for us. I'm going to upgrade my capacity a few times because I'm tired of getting full up. Maybe also a range upgrade or two. Back down to mystery holes. I'm going to go for the original way I was going because I think it just takes us back to our main tunnel. Like, yeah, so there's our main tunnel again, so that's just a big old loop. But this one seems to go somewhere else. I'm actually going to use my super sucker power. Maybe it's not worth it in hindsight, but we're just going to keep going, grab whatever that is. ET game cartridge. Well, we definitely got further. This thing keeps branching out into all sorts of different tentacles, but there's lots of value down here. There's another dust bag, which is actually really good for us, and uranium. I just been following this tentacle for a while, and I'm pretty sure I'm lost at this point. Although it actually brought us right back to our tunnel. Right at the bottom, apparently, too. So that's actually kind of handy, because I need to go up, because I'm full. 4,500 for all that. Even the junk material was $800. Diamonds worth the ET game cartridge was actually only 50 cents. I'm assuming that all these tunnels, which are probably old worm tunnels, take me back to my main thing, because they seem to be meeting back up with each other now that I'm exploring them more thoroughly. I'm starting to feel like these tunnels are just a decoy for idiots like me. I could use my emergency dust bag at this point, because we've only found 7 items and my vacuum is full again. That's a new one. What is this? Fluorite. Okay, this tunnel led me lower down, it looks like, because this is all very new. I'm not really sure. We're 163 meters down, and there's a lot of fluorite here, so I'm going to go ahead and collect this. Oh, wait, we're full. So let's run for 13 hours back to the top. I'm not actually sure how to find my way back there. $5,000 for that one, though. That puts us up to 17 grand. We're going to try and find a way back to giant fluorite cavern and clean up down there. Bug in a rock is a new item I found. I maybe actually don't want to go super straight down like that. That's probably dumb. All right, I found the super area again, so now to feast. There is also this. I think that's a lost hard drive I'm looking for that has the Bitcoin on it. I'm not actually here for that. I'm here for the hole digging. Ooh, there appears to be another item over here that I can actually pull out without having any detrimental effect. Kind of legit sword and rock. Inventory is full. I really wish I had a rope to take me up. That is worth 10,200. The fluorite is 5,200 by itself. Well, that's an obvious sale, so now we can upgrade the membership again and upgrade the rope a few more times. All the way down, hopefully to the bottom, more lamps. Maybe also some scanners. Hopefully the rope does go basically all the way down. Oh, there's tougher rock in the way. Alright, well, we gotta go back to our tunnel network. When I was mining the fluorite down here, I think I found the bottom. Maybe gonna start grabbing some of the green ones too, because we're running out of fluorites. And once again full, once again the long march back to the top. I popped out of the top with a little too much force, but we're fine. We only lost a little bit of health, another 6 grand. At what point is, do we get enough strength to bust through the next layer? That one. I want more inventory space, and we'll buy a scanner. I forgot to use those actually. All right, back down we go. We will collect some regular diamonds and uranium along the way. Curiously, we're down to like 180 meters. We're actually deeper than we were in that other chasm, wherever that is. So I'm not really sure where this was going to go. Down to 185 meters, and so far we're just finding a lot of really valuable gems, and I'm okay with this. And our vacuum is so big, we are moving a ton of dirt. Inventory is actually full again, and there's lots more waiting for us. 185 meters to go up. 6,500 for all that. Even the junk material now is up to $1,300. Couple more ropes, which is now max apparently, which is good. We'll get more size upgrades, and let's take more inventory space. Forgot once again to do the scan, but I won't miss it. Before going down to the max length of the rope, I just wanted to grab a few more pieces. Down we go. Okay, so this is as far down as the rope goes, I guess. Unless you can upgrade it more, and I missed that part. The hole is getting pretty small here, like super small actually. I'm going to dig down like the side. That way we sort of have a way to climb back up if need be. Because I'm not really sure what's about to happen. I don't know if I want to jump down that. I mean, I guess we might as well. We've kind of committed now. Oh, we pop out back up top. Fall through the world and reappear at the top. We've literally dug through the earth. That's actually a quick way up. It really hurts though. $4,200. We need more size. And more strength. And I need to remember to eat some sandwiches on the way down. I left this one here, so let's eat that up. We left one there too. Eat that one. I'm actually way below the spot where I started into my tunnels. But I wanted to explore this cavern more, so we're going to do a scan right here to see if there's anything strange hiding nearby. It doesn't look like a ton. Oh wait, there's a yellow one right here. Which is, yeah, just a fantastic ham sandwich. Well, we're going to mine all the fluorite we could find, because I think that's the most valuable thing aside from the rare items. And we are really moving the dirt now, so we can find everything we need. It is pretty annoying how long it takes to get in and out of this one cavern, though. I was hoping there'd be a quick way up. I guess there's a quick way down now. We managed to get 24 to 25 of our backpack filled. So now instead of going up the rope, we can just drop down, I think, straight out the bottom. We'll take some damage, but it's a much quicker way of getting back to the top. Maybe if we land here? Nope, there's no good way to do that. There's another $6,300 though. More size. Okay, size is officially maxed, and so is strength. We'll upgrade the capacity as well, some more lamps. So if we have max size and strength, we can now move dirt way quick. Look how much garbage there is up here. There's also a pick coin right there. That would have been a good find early on. The garbage is so dense up here. Oh, luckily you can just suck it up without having to sell it though. It's just really annoying how much of it sits in the way and how long it still takes to make disappear. It didn't take me that long to dig out 2 meters of this. I don't know if it gets wider down below. Okay, one thing I really want to do is increase my range again. So we're getting down there and it's actually getting a little bit faster as we get deeper, but it did start to widen out. But so far I'm just under 30 meters down. This is going to take a while. I've been slowly upgrading my range. It is now almost max. We are getting down there even further. This is going to be a really big hole by the time it's done. We're getting down there bit by bit, but the extra range will help. That way I can vacuum all from the middle. We're also finding more of these rarer items again. There's a slightly used Holy Grail. Many hours later, my brain is going away and so is my voice, but we are down to 90 meters, which looks something like that. This is a really big hole and you'll get a different perspective of it as we go up the rope. It is a really big hole. Really big. I got a little sidetracked and was digging around and I found my way into the spaceship we saw earlier and then I activated that and then there was lightning. I don't actually know what that did. It charges up and gets bright and then I think it releases a bunch of lightning and might have some effect on the greater world or not. Oh, it takes me to the top. That will save me a moment because we're getting pretty far down there. Well, it's been many hours and this just gets funner and funner as it goes, but we're nearing the bottom. And the hole seems to be shrinking at this point too, which is great. Like the other side is right there. It was so big up above. This is it, the last bit of dirt. And as small as that pile of dirt looked from up above, it's actually filling up my vacuum again, which again helps to emphasize how long this took. But you know what they say about big holes. That's it. Officially all of the dirt, and we ended up with $143,000. I did end up just killing myself a lot rather than coming back to the top, so we lost a lot of value. I'm actually surprised I saw this all the way through. This really took a long time. This was a lot of dirt. But now I can do this where I drop right back into the hole and we can go in an infinity loop. I was hoping I'd get an achievement for this. Or at the very least I'm going to find it fun. We can just drop forever now without ever touching the ground ever again. Was it worth it? Absolutely it was.